heno yn yr Indigo Prem ar S4C.
Tipyn o gêm unwaith yn ragor o dan y llif o leiadau.
Cardiff.
Pencampwyr llynedd ac mae tîm Siflo yn hedfan eto y tymor yma. Ar brig y tabl, yr unig dîm yn y gyngred sydd dal ar record ddigiro. Wedi curo Llanymddyfri yn barod ac ar ôl i Aberafan golli ei ddwy gêm diwetha, falle bydd ei goliaeth heno yn rhoi nhw mewn safle cryf hanner ffordd drwy'r tymor.
Abertawe.
Mae wedi bod yn dymor cymysg hyd yma i'r ymwelwyr gyda buddugoliaethau dros Gwynt Caerfyrddin, Pontypridd a Chasnewydd, ond 5 colled mewn 8 gêm yw ei hanes. Falle buddugoliaeth heno yn codi tîm Hugh Gustafson i'r hanner ucha tan geme'r penwythnos o leia.
Hen Elynion ar yr Indigo Prem.
Wel, yn rownd diwetha'r Indigo Prem, fe enillodd bob tîm oedd yn chwarae oddi cartre all Abertawe greu sioc hyn o Matafeds. Ac yma i fwynhau'r cyfan yn ynghlwmni, mae maswr Cymru Rhys Patchell a chlo Cymru Natalia John. A dros yr wythnos y diwetha, ni wedi bod yn sôn pa mor fwyn mae'r trywydd wedi bod. Wel, llaweithoch chi mae gaeaf wedi cyrraedd. A Natalia, wel ti newydd gadael glannau Zela Newydd, lle ddi'n hafaidd iawn. Sut brofiad oedd hi mas yn gwybod y fyd?
Ie, oedd yn profiad anhygoel. Ti byth yn gwybod faint o weithiau ti'n cael roi yn yr Crys Coch ac i wneud yn y llwyfan mwyaf y byd, byddai byth yn anghofio'r profiad.
A syth nôl i chwarae, syth nôl i sylwebu gyda ni, gwmwys fel o Sioned Harris wythnos diwetha. Reit at y gêm de, Caerdydd ar record fe 11 gêm nawr yn ddigiro. So nhw wedi colli gêm ers mis Mawrth diwetha. Sy'n rhyw o beth Abertawe?
Wel, dwi perfformiadau getio nhw ddim wedi bod y gorau. Maen nhw bod rhywfaint yn sigledig yma'r barcar fe. Serch enni, maen nhw yn dîm cryf. Mae lot o brofiad yn nhw. Scott Andrews yn chwarae yn y pac. Boes fel Dan Fish, Tom Haberfield, Hen Ben yn yr olwyr a crwt ifanc yn wared dig yn y canol ohoni. Felly lot i fod yn excited yn beth i heno.
Ie, gewn ni sgwrs am Ben Manel yn hwyrach yn y raglen. Natalia, pa mor bwysig yw Abertawe ddim yn teimlo bod nhw wedi colli'r gêm cyn dechrau? Sut mae hynny'n effeithio yn nhw'n feddyliol?
Dwi'n meddwl mae'n anodd i ddim meddwl amdano fe, ond mae'n pwysig i nhw just ffocysu ar y gêm ei hun a just cymryd y cam ar cam, phase by phase, ac falle gallen ni dod allan o top. Dwi'n gwybod beth yn digwydd ar y dydd. Reit,
wel dyma sut mae'r siafl yn edrych ar y funud. Fel ni wedi sôn, Caerdydd yn ddigiro wedi chwarae 7 ac ennill 7, a mae gêm mewn llaw gyda nhw dros Aberafan. Llanymddyfri a Merthyr nawr wedi symud lan i'r 4 ucha. Glynebwy yn 5 ac yn chwarae yn erbyn Gwynt Caerfyrddin heno. Base bydd ei goliaeth yn mynd â nhw'n gyfartal ar bwyntiau gyda Merthyr. A dewn ni anewyddion i chi o'r gêm yna trwy gydol y noson. A mae hyfforddwr Caerdydd Steve Lowe wedi ymuno ni nawr. And Steve, we were just highlighting there how well your season's gone. Played 7, won 7. How delighted are you as a coach?
Yes, good start, so very happy. 7 up to 7 would be happy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you would be. Bit of a difficult challenge with the wind this evening. Looks a lovely night, but actually very, very windy. Dan Fish and Ben Bonnell, a conscious effort to put an older head to help the young man along tonight.
Yeah, and Tom Haberfield comes in to help him out. So, you know, from day one we said it's development opportunity, and the best way to give him opportunity is putting him with good players with experience to see if they can move forward in the game.
You know, a big rivalry. What are you expecting from Swansea tonight?
Just like every other side, I'd like to think, fully committed, play to their potential, get a performance. That's all we can ask your players, I mean. And then really, if you've got better players and you both get performances, usually get a result.
See if you're shivering as much as I'll let you.
It's cold.
It has. The temperature's dropped severely. I'll let you get back to the changing rooms.
Right,
thank you very much.
Thank you.
A nes i gyffwrdd yn fe na Rhys, Ben Bonnell, Dan Fish. A mae gêm cicio Caerdydd dros flynyddoedd diwetha, wel, di bod yn gywir iawn. Maen nhw'n neud yn edrych yn hawdd, rhoi i gwrthwynebwyr o dan pwysau. Ti'n disgwyl rhywun peth heno?
O, dwi yn. Mae Dan Fish yn ddewin gyda'i drod chwith. Mae'r rheol 50-22 yma wedi bod yn rhywbeth mae fe wedi cymryd ato yn arbennig o dda. Mae'r ffaith bod dyfer trod chwith yn cymryd lot o bwysau off mewnwr felly sy'n trod dde. Tom Haberfield, nath Steve Law grybwyll gynem, mae fe'n hen Ben, mae fe'n gwybod fel i symud tîm o gwmpas, a maen nhw'n rhwnt y ddoi yn nhw, I gallu nhw, maen nhw hefyd yn cymryd y pwysau off Ben Bennell, chwaraewr ifanc, digon o ddawn gyda fe, lot o beithion o gwmpas a rhwng y tri o nhw, wel, am o'n ni fydd gêm gigoeth y cryf dy Caerdydd heno sy'n cadw all tri ôl Abertawe, a lot o waith i wneud.
Ni'n gweld Ben Bennell fan hyn, fi'n cofio fe'n chwarae yng Nghyngor yr Ysgolion a Cholegau Cymru. Ti'n gweud bod e'n bwysig bod e ddim yn tymlo'r pwysau?
Ar wy yn, achos ni'n gallu disgwyl lot o faswyr ifanc yng Nghymru, a ma' hwnna'n briliant, ond hefyd mae rhaid ni roi cyfle i'r boes yma i ddysgu crefft. Fel o Steve yn dweud gennau, mae'r ffaith bod efo'r hen Ben yma, naill ochr iddo fe, mae'r papur newydd fynd yn chwythu yn y gwynt, ni'n gweld pa mor gryf ar gwallt Ben Bennell fan'na. Mae'r ddoi yna yn cymryd lot o bwys off e'n galluogi fe jyst i ffocysu ar gêm ei hunan.
Natalia, paid o poeni am y papurau. Mae'n pwysleisio fel wedes i reis pa mor wynt o gewi. Be am Dewi Crosa, esgellwr, digon o brofiad o fe, mae wedi chwarae 10 o weithiau dros y gwylch. Prif sgoriwr y gynghrair, byddwn ni siŵr o fod yn gweld e'n croesi eto hyn o ma.
Ie, yn sicr, wnaeth o sgorio 3 cais wythnos diwethaf, so bydd e ganddo hyder i fynd amdani heno. Ni'n gwybod beth mae'n gallu wneud, a bydd rhaid fod defnyddio'r tîm o gwmpas iddo fe mynd dros o whitewash.
Dyn nhw ddim di ennill, Abertawe ddim di ennill fan hyn ers 2016. Fydd hynny'n poeni nhw o gwbl?
Mae'n tîm hollol wahanol i'r tro diwetha wnaethon nhw chwarae fe, neu bob tro maen nhw wedi chwarae yma. Felly, mae hwnna'n rhywbeth falle sydd yn cefn dy ben di, mae fe'n rhywbeth falle tîm yn becso gormod yn biti. Yn enwedig, gyda tywydd fel mai heno, mae hwnna'n ffafrio naill tîm neu llall yn dibynnu cystal maen nhw'n defnyddio'r gwynt.
Yn ymuno â ni nawr. Tom, thanks for joining us as your preparations are again underway. Old rival Swansea tonight. How have preparations in the week been?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a short week for us, only one training session. But, you know, we've had a lot of quality this season, and I think that kind of pays off in the game. So, like I said, quick session this week, but there was a lot of quality to put on performance tonight.
You know, playing scrum half tonight, what kind of things are you going to tick off to get you ready for the game?
I'm just happy it's dry, to be honest, because nothing worse than a wet day for a scrum half. But I'm just glad to be on the pitch, whether it's at 9 or on the wing like I've been this year. But happy to get everyone out at 9, and I'll just do as much as I can for the team, really. So, you know, I love being out here on the Arms Park, so it's great for me to be here, and I just can't wait now to crack on.
Abbas, Patcher, mate.
Hi, mate, you okay?
I'm very well. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad, thank you.
Playing into the wind, how many show and goes are we going to see off you tonight?
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult one. It is swirling in here a bit, so it's going to be a lot on me, I think, to kind of exit. We're not going to be able to go off 10 very much, I wouldn't have thought, so we have to run a little bit more than we expect into the wind, so there may be 1 or 2 little darts, I expect.
I like to see it, mate.
Yeah.
It feels as though it's getting windy as the night's going on. Tom Griffrey said in the week you've been playing your best rugby away from the Arms Park. How important is a strong performance at home tonight?
Yeah, I just think to finish off this period on a win and finish top of the league is a massive statement for us. So, you know, we haven't played great. We haven't ended games very well at home the last 20 minutes. So I think anyone who comes off the bench has got a massive performance to put in. And like I said, if we end this period with another win, we're in a great kind of place there and ready for the next few games.
Tom, you're incredibly relaxed with a few minutes to go until kick-off. Go well tonight.
Thank you very much. Diolch, everyone. Thank you.
Fel chi'n gallu gweld yn y pellter yma, Winter Wonderland wedi cyrraedd Caerdydd. Sy'n berthnasol iawn o ystyried y tywydd. Ond ni'n mynd i stopo siarad am y tywydd nawr, so mae prif hyfforddwr Abertawe di ymuno ni. Hugh Gustafson, 4 newid o'r gollynna yn erbyn Rugby Gogledd Cymru. Beth yw'r feddwl tu ôl i hynny a sut mae'r paratadau wedi bod yn mynd?
Oedd y gêm galed wythnos yn ôl, mae boys ifanc mas yn ni. Mae pawb yn gwybod mae partnership gyda gwylch, mae'n chwarae boys transition y boys yn chwarae ni trwy tymor, ond achos mae pawb yn mynd lan i chwarae i Cymru, nhw boys mynd lan y transition, great fel Dan Edwards, Tristan Davies, Hugh Sutton, boys fel na, yn mynd lan i chwarae, nhw'n mynd i De Africa wythnos nesaf, so nhw'n ymarfer nawr, a ni'n chwarae nawr, 2 gêm nawr gyda ni, a nhw'n mynd lan i chwarae De Africa, so good i nhw, ond yn siomedig i ni, ond mae'n exciting times with boys in transition na.
Ti'n meddwl, jyst yn ystyried bod nhw heb colli gêm, faint o her bydd Caerdydd heno?
O, edrych mae tîm wych mas na, edrych fel Sgranders yn chwarae, wedi chwarae i Cymru, mae Dan Fish, hero trwy Covid i Caerdydd. Mae Tom Ammerfield yn chwarae gwych trwy 50 time, so mas na, mae'n tîm gwych gyda mas gyda nhw.
Beth yw'r ffocws? Amddiffyn?
Na, mae'n mas yn cael bod yn hapus i chwarae'r drofyn hyn. Tywydd yn iawn am munud. Mae bwrw glawd trwy amser yn ei chwarae sy'n Elen, so mae'n neis draw mynd hyn, bach o gwynt. Ond eisiau mynd mas, mae boes ifanc mas na, mynd mas i chwarae gyda bach o passion.
Hew, ni'n edrych ymlaen i weld e. Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch.
A Natalia, y reswm nes i sôn am ddiffyn yw oherwydd chymar gyfartaled maen nhw wedi bod yn ildio 4 cais y gêm. Fydd e'n ganolbwynt os maen nhw eisiau gwneud hon yn un gytadleuol?
Ie, yn sicr, ti'n modd, chi ffili ennill gêm os bydd ti'n gadael loads o cais i fewn, ac hefyd, yn erbyn tîm fel Caerdydd, mae rhaid i chi sicrhau bod ti'n cadw nhw i ffwrdd i atal nhw rhag adeiladu hyder nhw, oherwydd mwy hyderus bod nhw'n mynd, mwy o pwyntiau bydd nhw'n sgorio, so bydd yn really pwysig i Abertawe i really ffocysu heddi ar ein amddiffyniad.
Ein chwaraewr sydd wedi creu argraff, Callum Bowden, rhys y flaen ysgellwr, fydd angen iddo fe berfformio os un nhw am gysadlu.
O bydd, ond mae fe'n un sydd yn mwynhau am ddiffyn yn amlwg. Tymor 2020 gath i effeithio gan Covid, fe oedd ar frig rhestr y detholion nath wneud y tacle mwyaf neu'r nifer fwy o tacle yn y gyngred, felly mae'n amlwg mae dy fe awch i wneud y gwaith hynny, a mae eisiau'r boes i gweddill y boes ddilyn i siampl e.
Ti'n sôn am gweddill y boes, ni'n gymryd gipolwg ar y ddau ohonyn nhw. Blaen ysgellwr, wel, dan i gen Cymru Alex Mann yn chwarae yn erbyn Dai Francis. Ni hen gyfarwydd y sôn am mullet yn rygbi dyddiau yma. A mae un arall allan ar y cae. Ond Dai Francis, dyma yw ei ail ymddangosiad gystadleuol. Mae'n ardal o'r cae, Natalia, lle mae lot o lygad mynd i fod arnoch chi.
Ie, yn sicr yn yr ail reng, mae rhaid i ti, wel, you've specialised position, a fydd rhaid i fe wneud lot o waith cefndirol, sydd falle ddim yn cael lot o waith camera yna fe, ond o'n i bai bydd e jyst yn cadw i beth mae fe'n dda, cadw beth mae'n hyderus at a bydd e'n ffain yn y gêm yma. Reit,
wel heddi fel bob wythnos, ni'n mynd i fod yn defnyddio vest catapult. Mi fydd 4 chwaraewr yn gwisgo'r vest sydd yn rhannu'r ystadegau, rhannu'ch cyflymder, felly Nathan Hood a Dewi Cross o Gaerdydd, Callum Bowden a Harvey James o Abertawe. A dyma canlyniadau, wel, rhai'r ystadegau ni wedi casglu dros yr wythnosau diwetha. A Harry Dole o lan ymddefru y gyflymach hyd yn hyn. Ti beth ti'n gofod gwisgo nhw beth fel Lawrys?
Ie, wel, mae rhaid ni gadw golwg ar yr holl ystadegau tra bod ni'n ymarfer ni'n talio'r un peth.
Ond maen nhw ddim yn cael ei rannu, dyn nhw?
Na, ni'n cael, wel, mae'n cael ei rhannu rhwng y garfan i fe, ond na, mae'n ffordd da, mae'n ffordd da i sicrhau pa mor galed mae chwaraewr yn gweithio yn enwedig yn amddiffynol o ran pa mor galed mae'n cwrs o ciciau. Mae'n hawdd ystod mewn cyfarfod a dweud, ie, ni'n meddwl bod fi'n wedi yn gloi fyna, ond actually mae'r ffordd o wedyn ni'n gallu gweld yr ystadegau.
Ie, hefyd mae fe bach yn cystadleuol fyd, so fi'n enjoyo fyna.
Ie, wrth aml mae gen i lleidfa i gyd yn gweld yr ystadegau yma. A reminder, there is English language commentary available for you. For this one, Natalia John and Phil Steele. Ond nawr mae'n bryd i fi disglwyddo'r awenau yn y Gymraeg i Owain Gwynedd fydd yn cael cwmni Rhys Patcha.
Thanks very much, Lauren. Welcome to Blustery Arms Park as we see Swansea led by the experienced Tom Sloan. There he is, the loose head. 142nd appearance tonight for the Whites. Great servant he's been as well. You're very welcome on English language commentary, whether you're listening on S4C, click the S4C YouTube channel or on the Welsh Rugby Union website, wherever you are in the world. You're very welcome to Cardiff Arms Park as we await the arrival of Cardiff, the champions, of course, and the league leaders, 7 from 7. Tom Haberfield, former Osprey, playing at his original position, his preferred position of scrum half tonight, skippering the side for the first time. Tom Haberfield. The referee is Mr. Dowie Phillips. You see him just making his way out there in the yellow. And there's the Cardiff side. Dan Fisher's at fullback tonight, which means Ben Burnell, the youngster, gets the run out at fly half. And there's experience in the forwards as well. Scott Andrews, international at tight head, and Alex Mann, the latest off the Welsh flanker conveyor belt. Look out for him. And there's Swansea, experience at half-back, Liam Popham, alongside the youngster, Harvey Nash. Keep an eye out for him. He's got very, very quick feet. And Sam Martin is again in the second row on loan from Neath. There he is, Dowie Phillips, son of Eldon Phillips, the pastor of the Scarlets. A great character he is too, Eldon.
Okay, time on it.
And alongside me is Natalia John, Wales women's second row. Hot foot back from New Zealand, Natalia. I'm sure we'll talk about that as the game goes on. And you've been down there, Natalia, pitch side. Who does the wind favour, would you say?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be with Swansea for this half.
For this half, right?
Really, but it's pretty much blowing everywhere.
Yeah,
it's
swirling.
really difficult to say, so, you know, it's not going to be fun kicking out there.
Well, Haberfield kicks along, and I don't know if that sort of moved in the wind last minute, but Charlie Davis just not able to get it into the bread basket, so Cardiff will get a scrum. Yeah, the World Cup. Let's have a quick chat about the World Cup. You played in all 4 games for Wales. What sort of experience was it?
Yeah, it was an incredible experience. You know, you don't know how many chances you get to wear the red jersey, so to do it in the world's biggest stage was such an incredible experience, and one I'll never forget.
And 2 of those games were against the All Blacks, the women's All Blacks, the Silver Ferns,
yeah.
the Black Ferns. Yeah, I mean, what sort of experience was that?
Well, you know, having to face off against the Hacker was definitely something new I've never had to do before, but, you know, it filled me with a sense of pride that we could do it, we could go out against them, and, you know, they're no different to us, just such a talented team, and to play against the best will only make you better.
Well done, congratulations on your efforts out in the World Cup in New Zealand, and fabulous to have you here on S4C Click and the S4C YouTube channel, and of course the WRU website, as Cardiff make inroads up towards the Swansea 22. That was Alex Mann, as I was saying earlier, the latest of the young flankers who Wales seem to be producing at the moment. Here's Fish with support from James Beale, and Beale gets over for Cardiff's first, and that was a little bit too simple as far as the Swansea defence were concerned.
Ed, what picture are you seeing your side? Yeah.
You know, we talked beforehand about
you know,
the Swansea defence and how they had to make sure they really got in Cardiff faces, and you kind of let them run at them then, so they didn't quite get in their face and, you know, stop them from getting over that line.
Here it is again. That man, Dan Fish, playing fullback tonight, making the extra man.
Okay.
And it is in fact Dowie Cross. They've done their usual. Cardiff changed numbers, so Dowie Cross, the Pencoid product, former Virgin man, and that's another try for him. That's his 9th try in. This is his 6th game of the season, as Ben Burnell's conversion just goes wide. Bit too easy, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, they just raced it off. We talked like that we had to really front up, but it's just a shame that they let them through and let them get their tails up so early in the game. So hopefully now they've just let that one mistake go through and they really front up now, because they know that they'll have to switch it on.
It's Dowie Cross. Apologies. But 9th try in, what's this, just his 6th game of the season. 6 now in his last 3 games. He's been prolific. The former Ospreys man, product of Pencoid. We know all about the Pencoid club. They've got 2 in the Welsh side at the moment, in Tommy Reffel and Sam Costello. They also produce Adrian Davis and Scott Gibbs and Gavin Henson, Gareth Thomas. Lots of great talent came from Pencoid club.
Clear daylight and quicker, please. Too slow. Number 2.
Is Ben Burnell. Maybe we'll get an idea of what the wind is like now. Yeah, doesn't look as if it's favouring anybody really, does it? Is Ben Burnell, son of Justin Burnell, who played here, of course, at the Arms Park in the 80s, won a Wales A cap, and played for Pontypridd last season. Cardiff get the drive on. That's the Swansea 10-metre line.
No hands, one.
Haberfield using some runners. Burnell. And Cardiff are clean through again. And that's Joe Goodchild. And he's got Haberfield in support. Haberfield will be okay. He's not held. A second for Cardiff. Haberfield under the sticks. The skipper gets Cardiff second. And once again, that was the defence of Swansea. Well, it was a traffic cone defence, really. Much too easy for Cardiff.
Yeah, definitely. They had a mismatch out wide. You know, you have your hooker out there. Your centre's going to light up there, really. So he just took the gap that was open for him.
Yeah, the important thing there, Haberfield not held, so he's able to get up, get to his feet.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was great support by him to get on the shoulder.
Burnell's conversion. So it's an early lead for Cardiff, 12-0. We've played barely 6 minutes. Now, there is another game taking place tonight in the Premiership. It's 5th place Ebervale. They're at home to Carmarthen Quins. We'll be keeping you in touch with that one. That you were saying excellent support by Tom Haberfield. That's very much a modern scrum halves way of doing it, isn't it? Running up the middle of the field in support of a midfield break.
Yeah, a good scrum half always knows when the break's going to happen. They're always a step ahead, so to always make sure you're on the shoulder, they always tend to get in the way, really, and always steal your tries from you. But no, it's great, and I'm sure he'll keep that up all night.
Tackle out.
Yeah, 130 appearances for the Ospreys. Wales 7s and under 20s as well, Tom Haberfield.
Inside, boys, okay.
There's Dan Fish with his educated left boot.
Okay, you're on now. Yep.
Well, there we're looking at the touch judge's flag, and that seems to be favouring Swansea, as you were saying earlier on, Natalia.
Don't encroach.
Dan Fish at full-back tonight. Where do you think his best position is? I suppose he can play well anywhere, doesn't he? Wherever he seems to play.
Yeah, he's such an experienced player, and I think anyone around him will be pleased wherever he is, because he always seems to make the space and really knows who to target in attack. So I think just getting on his shoulder, you know, he's great at full-back, because he'll be able to run the game from the back or even step in at a 10. You know, he's making a great impact in this game already.
And as far as he's an academy coach for Cardiff, how good is that for academy players and youngsters coming through to have their, almost like their teacher, giving them a practical lesson on the field, isn't it?
It's great. It kind of, you know, you can't see, can't be type thing. So it's great for the boys to see what he's putting into practice is what he's trying to teach them, and maybe then they can kind of look at this game and go, oh, I could do that, I could give that a go. So it just helps build the confidence of those looking up, really.
Yeah, now you come through the right. Through the line of touch.
There's a nice little drive going on from Cardiff, showing they can play the caveman stuff as well. Haberfield poised, and he launches it skywards down that right-hand side. Good take by Gareth Rees, though, and finds support as well in the form of Callum Bowden. And Swansea have got a little bit of momentum going here, and they need it at 12-0 down. Popham. Rees again. Liam Popham. Garen Williams, the hooker. It's Nats against the windscreen at the moment as far as Swansea concerned, but they do get the penalty.
Tackle assist, you must give me clear daylight, please. You're part of the tackle. Exactly the same as 2 over there.
Well, I think that was quite harsh there. I believe that he was, made the fair tackle and was able to get over the ball, but you've got to listen to the ref at the end of the day.
And interesting from Swansea, going down the line. There's Matthew Jenkins, it was, the former Aberafon wing. So
I think that shows good intent from Swansea. They know that they've got a good drive. Maybe they back themselves, and why not go for it at this point in the game?
So Swansea's best attacking position, Garen Williams finds his man in the middle.
Whoa.
Now what have Swansea got
Stay, Liam.
with regards to some driving? Williams is in steerage class at the back there, and he's eyeing this blind side.
That's one sideways. Come off. Next one we use.
Still moving. And this is pretty good from Swansea, and Cardiff pack is split, so they might be able to make something of this. The Whites. Nash just exerting his forwards to line up in a pod. Charlie Davis, that was the latest man with the drive. And now it's Callum Bowden.
3 penalty advantage.
Advantage to come for Swansea as well. The skipper, Tom Sloan.
Just a penalty. Off now.
Swansea still keeping it narrow. This is Sam Martin, man on loan from Neath, second row.
Okay.
Now we do come back for the penalty.
Right, quiet. Number 3, no arm tackle, just a penalty, nothing more. Oh, yeah. No, back here. Come to me.
Swansea look as if they're going to go down the line. Natalia, is that because they're 12-0 down and they need to get try to get back on terms with the try rather than just 3?
Yeah, I think that's the best idea forward, really. Cardiff are so strong and they're going to build their confidence, but if you can get a try and get over the line, maybe you can start building confidence yourself. So it's really important here. Their drive was good before, but as long as they just keep together and maybe drop their height, they might get a bit more going forward.
Thank you.
Garen Williams once more. Overcooked though. Cardiff can burgle that. Well, it has gone forward, so Swansea will get another chance to anchor themselves in the Cardiff 22.
Still a knock-on advantage. Push back.
Nash this time goes to the left. Popham. Gareth Rees.
Tackle out, Rees, tag off.
Charlie Davis offering himself again. He does well to get over the gain line. Penalty coming.
The same again, Sam. You're part of the tackle. I want much more clear daylight, please. Number 7 is part of the tackle.
Nathan Hudd.
Clear daylight.
Once more, Swansea going for the line out.
Okay, time is off. Time off. Tom, let me explain. So, the 2 penalties are given away, apart from the no arms are there. A tackle assist. So just to relay this back, they must make sure they clearly release before going back in. It's a clear trend, so
that's fine.
I'll go back. Thank you.
And good refereeing there from Dowie Phillips, just explaining to Tom Haberfield, the Cardiff captain, taking advantage of this injury break to just explain
I've spoken about
in a nice, friendly way why he gave the penalty.
Same with you as well. So the penalty is against the tackle assist. So just make sure.
What do you mean?
So when you're bringing a player to the floor,
before Jackson, is it?
If he's not the tackler, if he's the tackle assist, he must make sure he clearly releases before going back in.
Is that flyer on side?
News from Eugene Cross Park. Ebervale have taken a 7-0 lead against Carmarthen Quins. Joe Franchi with the try.
No, not at the moment.
Ebervale poised in 5th, still very much in with a shout of the top 4. Better this year, Natalia, to have a top 4 back again and playoffs, keeps everybody interested a bit longer.
Yeah, definitely. It's always a good opportunity because it gives the boys something to play for as well and something to aim for. And having a competitive league in Wales is so important because it gets all the boys ready when they go up to, or maybe when they make the step to international level.
There we are, confirmation of that. Ebervale 7, Carmarthen Quins 0. Swansea take it.
Okay, outside the 15.
Now that's another pretty good maul.
That's one, scrum off.
And now Nash gives it to Dan O'Sullivan on a Route 1 line.
No hands. 8.
Quick ball will be handy here for Swansea as they attempt another drive. That's the try line of Cardiff in the back row. Tom Sloan just waiting for a bit of help from his friends. Can he stretch Tom Sloan? And once again, Swansea have lost it in the 5-metre zone. And here's Burnell coming away. Well, Hugo Staffson will be pretty livid with that, you'd think. Twice coughing up possession in that within the 5-metre mark. And what have Cardiff got on here? Fish chips it. And the ball goes out for a Cardiff throw, which is taken quickly. And Tom Sloan, though, is quickly up with the tackle.
Ball is available. Ball is there. Back feet.
No line out form.
Yes, good. Move. Use it. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
It's a good counter drive by Swansea, and Haberfield had it all to do then. And Burnell decides to put boot to it. That's a bit of a free ball, though, for Matthew Jenkins.
Yeah, Swansea are really managing to put pressure on, but they're just not quite being clinical enough in the, in the areas, especially like 5 metres out. You've got to take those opportunities when they're given.
Mark is here. No advantage. Numbers.
Coming back for a Swansea penalty.
13 leading line.
Yeah, they're coach killers, they call them, I think, don't they?
No
when you're conceding in the red zone there.
No, we play on.
But Swansea once again have a penalty and kickable this time. We would think if they stick to their tactics they've been employing so far, they'll go down the line again.
Don't even try. Lead by example. Thank you.
Yeah, Liam Popham.
Yeah, at the line out.
In his second spell with Swansea, finds a basic touch finder.
Yeah, okay. Time off. We've got a substitution here, okay? 13's going off.
Swansea having to make a change here.
Keep that mark for you now, right? Keep that mark for you there. Yeah, still time is off, yeah.
Dan O'Sullivan.
Okay. Thank you.
And Hanno Dirksen, the experienced Hanno Dirksen coming on.
Don't encroach, Cardiff.
150 plus appearances for the Ospreys, of course. 31 now. Pro 12 winner in 2012, of course, with the Ospreys. So lots of experience there. And once again, talking about coach killers, Swansea don't secure the line out.
Yeah, they were finding the corner really well in their drives beforehand. So it's just simple, really. Just call some simple calls and get them go forward.
Burnell.
Time is this.
Keep it in the hand, deep in his 22.
One off.
There's Fish.
17, stay where you are, 17.
Trusty left peg.
Yes, of course you can.
Honed at St Albans Rugby Club in Cardiff.
Okay,
Cardiff is brains dark and Clark's pies, Dan Fish.
We've got TMO sleeping as well, yeah? Yes. Hold on, he's doing this.
Swansea haven't had great success at this ground in recent years. Their last win was in 2017, so 5 years ago. 34-33 that was. And Tom Sloan, who's captain of the side tonight, scored a try.
Time is still off anyway, okay?
There's Hanno Dirksen.
You okay? Yeah, good. Thank you. Okay, time is back on then. Get water off then, please. Water off.
Now, can Swansea finally get a line out to function?
Water off, please. Thank you.
Yeah, they just need to build confidence here. Maybe just go with a simple call so they can get some go forward, or just quick off the top. Just build some confidence and get back into this game.
Let's go. 2 meters. 2 meters.
Well, they do. They go for a Billy Basic at the front. And now Garen Williams on the wraparound. Popham.
No.
And turnover, though. It was Nathan Hudd over the ball. And Swansea holding on. Inevitable penalty.
Straight onto the ball and locked in on it.
Yeah, to be fair, he's been trying it at every ruck, so he was going to get some sort of penance from it at some point.
Here's Nathan Hood. How much of jackling, I mean, you're a forward, you'll have done a few jackals in your time. How much of jackling is not just the physicality to be able to execute it, but also the anticipation? You know, a tackle's going to occur, I'm going to be in the place now.
Yeah, it's definitely a mindset, because if you know you can get on the ball, especially if you know that their support's quite slow, but that's something they would have looked at beforehand, so they know that they could target and really go for those balls. But I think all back row just kind of had this affinity for it, so just see them keep doing it.
Your tackles, release.
And once again, penalty
your tackle,
to the Whites.
No, you tackled, you held. Release the ball.
And a chance for Popham to drive play down into Cardiff half.
Yeah, mark is yours, okay.
It's Evan Lloyd in the van that time. Wales under 20s international, just 21. And his full debut tonight for Cardiff. Product of the Penarth club, just down the road. Taken at the second attempt for Swansea, but again, not straight.
It's got to be a contest, it's not straight. Option line out to scrum, Cardiff.
You've been enough line-outs in your time as well. When a line-out goes wrong, obviously, at half-time you can talk about it, but what are they saying now on the pitch at this particular moment, Swansea? Will they be sort of niggling at each other, or blaming the thrower, or how does it work? You're at second row.
It's really important that they don't start niggling at each other, because as soon as you start, you know, blaming other people, that's when things start to go wrong. Just maybe they just need to think about their own individual roles and what they're doing in that line out, and just think about different calls. You know, they went for the same call twice. Yeah, you want to keep simple calls, but Cardiff now know where you're going to go, so you need to kind of vary it up a little bit. Keep it simple, but make sure you're not letting Cardiff get one up.
Number one, out and then drive instead of forward first. Number one. Out and then drive instead of forward first.
Well, you heard the referee there. And Cardiff get a penalty when it seemed as if Swansea might have just had a little nudge on at that scrum. Burnell.
Good question, okay? Yep.
Well, after conceding those two early tries to Dowie Cross and Tom Haberfield, Swansea have sort of stopped the rod and come back territorially quite well. It's just the finishing ability.
Yeah, like I alluded to before, it's just being clinical in those areas. It seems like the defence has showed up a little bit better, but it's just making sure that they keep coming up now and keep staying connected.
As Aaron Pinches, the experienced former Merthyr man, tries to drive on, but Swansea get it back. Dirksen.
Off now, you're off your feet. Back feet. No. Rock is home. 5 back.
We're going to hear with from Griff Rees very shortly with Lauren. Griff Rees, of course, Cardiff head of development at Cardiff, as Dan Fish takes the high ball and steps twice and takes himself over the 10-metre line of Swansea. Gets support as well. Beautiful quick ball for Haberfield, and gives Mackenzie Martin a chance to carry. Fish in the 10 position this time. Burnell at centre. Cardiff into switching positions beautifully. Nathan Hood, the flanker, with an excursion on the wing, but it goes out for a Swansea line out.
Yeah, that was a lovely tackle there. Wrapped him up, make sure he couldn't get that ball away.
Here's Lauren with Griff Rees.
Griff, dau gais yn y 5 munud cyntaf chi'n wrthi yn bygwth unwaith eto. Pa mor frodlon I ti 20 munud ma?
Ie, digon hapus, ni wedi dangos donia ni, a ni'n tîm dangerus. Wrth gwrs, gyda boys fel Dewi Cross, Good Chal, yn Godfryn yn dda, boys fel Alex Mann ac Evan Lloyd yn tanio yn y gêm. Ond disgyblaeth yn weddol am am ni hefyd.
Yr un mor fodlon a'ch perfformiad yn amddiffynol wedi gallu troi'r bil drosodd cwpl o weithiau yn o'i ar hygen eich hunan?
Yeah, yn sicr, yeah. Mae rhaid i ni just canolbwyntio fwy allan. Ni yn switcho band fel tîm, wrth gwrs mae dyn ni llif dda tymor hyn. Mae fe'n eitha anodd i gwyliad pwydau hefyd.
Wedys ti'n yr wythnos bod chi wedi chwarae'r rhygbi gorau eleni i'r ffordd o barcer arfe. Ydy perfformiad ar eich tom yn eich hunain yn ffocws yn bwysig?
Ie, mae fe wedi bod. Ni'n falch o bod lawr yn parcer arfe. Mae fe'n surface wych i ni chwarae arno. Ni heb dangos hwnna eto tymor hyn. A ni wedi chwarae Glynebw, llan yn ddyfu na. Ni'n just lwcus i ennill gemau na. So ni eisiau agor lan heno. I'n bod yn teg Abertawe. Maen nhw'n neud popeth allan yn neud i trio just stopo ni hefyd a pob parchu nhw.
Diolch, Griff.
Diolch, Lauren.
That was Griff Rees. What was he having to say there, Natalia?
Yeah, he was just talking about defence that Cardiff need to really focus on now. Is just keeping their discipline and also just keeping on the front foot. And, you know, that they have opportunities against Swansea, they just need to take them.
Burnell. The chip. And, bounce is good for Cardiff as well. Holding on, though.
He's rolled sideways. He's rolled sideways, he's perfectly fine.
Dowie cross. Guilty man, no support for him at all. Oh, it's a decent touch finder from Popham.
Halfway for us.
No, let's play. Come on.
Not this, is he?
No, is he? Let's play on. No, we're fine, let's play on.
Here's Dowie cross. Scorer of the first Cardiff try. And James Beale to his friends.
Ball.
Swansea take the line out.
Okay. Penalty advantage. Number 8 inside the 50, inside the 10 early. You've got the penalty.
Got a penalty coming, Swansea.
Number 8 early.
You know, Cardiff are really working on their more defence there and stopping Swansea getting that go forward that they had in the first 5 minutes. So they just need to continue with that so they can really put Swansea on the back foot.
Yeah, okay. Still penalty advantage. Yeah.
Sam Martin. Swansea's all a little bit
6 is legal.
behind the gain line stuff
But
for
number
Swansea
8
at the moment, though.
Early. Number 8.
They do get a penalty.
You're inside the 10. 8, Ellis. Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do here, whether they do take the points because they've not been quite successful at the line-out as they would have liked, or, you know, the fact that they are 12 points down, are they going to go for that line-out?
Steve Law on your extreme left there, the Cardiff coach. And Swansea do go for the line-out.
Come on, Evan.
There's Garen Williams. Played against Ken Owens a few weeks ago when Ken Owens was playing for Carmarthen Quins. His first game back after the back injury. Former Scarlets Academy man and a dairy farmer by day, Garen Williams. And this time he finds his man as well. And Swansea are on the rampage now. Kieran Charles, the centre, making inroads. Much better from the Whites.
Okay, I got it. Number?
And this time they do secure it. Harvey Nash with a little dash. Another penalty.
Okay, time off.
No.
Tom.
Card?
Yeah, he's given a fair few warnings to Cardiff about their discipline, and they haven't quite made the change that he'd want to see. So I wouldn't be surprised if a card here or maybe just another warning.
Area. So we've had tackle assist and now number 14 not rolling. Look where we are, have a word, you know what will happen otherwise.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay?
In regards to...
No, not now. No more to discuss, not now.
Well, that sounds like the last chance saloon to me, or at least the beer garden morning.
Yeah, okay. Scrum. Scrum called.
Swansea going for the scrum.
Yeah, they were quite strong in the last scrum, you know, really managed to push them over. They just need to make sure that they keep driving square and not twisting it around, so that's when the ref pulled them up last time.
So we see a pick-up from Charlie Davis at the back as we look at the Cardiff coaching team. Charlie Davis poised at the back. And Swansea did concede a penalty at the last scrum, but it seemed as if they had a little bit of a nudge on. So, important part of the game, this, 12-0 down. going 12 points down very early, but they've done well to come back into the game, although they haven't taken their chances.
There's two issues here, boys. There's two issues, okay? Number one, hookers. We must make sure our break foot is there on the set, okay? Yeah, both of you.
I think that'll definitely be picked up on at half-time. They'll be talking about how many opportunities that they have. They haven't quite taken them, and especially against a team like Cardiff, like, you're not going to get that many. So it's just making sure you're staying on top of them. But, they can turn it around. They have played a lot of their game, in the Cardiff half. So they've just got to keep applying the pressure, and hopefully the points will come.
Crouch!
This breakaway open side is Callum Bowden as the referee gives a free kick, and then off and away Swansea as Matthew Jenkins drives hard towards the line. They pick and go again. They're sniffing blood here, the Whites.
Ball is available there. Back feet.
It's Garen Williams doing the scrum half's job. One more drive will do it. It's a little bit stubbornly though, coming back. And it's a penalty to Swansea. Yeah, they were warned.
Back off you go. Yeah, hands in front.
Yeah, Nathan Hood not very happy there, but multiple times he's been in the ruck now, and the ref has had to explain to him why he's been penalised. So the ref probably would have been looking for an easy penalty to give there.
And Swansea, not surprisingly, going for the scrum again.
Break foot. Your break foot. Yeah. On the bind, you must make sure it stays there until the set, okay?
Five's open! Get that second. 5 seconds!
There's Nathan Hood, gets 10 minutes.
Okay, boys.
On the naughty step, the referee wants that scrum again.
And we'll reset, okay? We spoke about it. Let's keep those stability and space, okay? Both sides. Thank you.
Let's go in, Doofy. Let's go, Doofy. 5. Yeah, seconds.
Crouch!
So will Swansea go for the 8-man shove here? Cardiff a man down.
Set! Steady.
Another penalty. Taken quickly. Charles. Just a fumble by Harvey Nash.
It was first knocked on by Swansea and then by Cardiff.
Such a shame, because the space was on out wide. All they had to do was get the ball there. But, they are showing good promise and good intent in their Cardiff 22, but it's just a shame that they weren't quite clinical enough then.
I'm surprised they didn't go for an 8-man.
Penalty, yes. Yeah, you must stay higher, yeah? You know what you're doing.
What do you think? Would an 8-man shove have been better?
Yeah, but again, Cardiff are quite strong, and it's just, it's still quite early on in the game, so those boys are still feeling fresh and they're not quite feeling the squeeze of losing a player yet. But, they keep it driving square and driving through. It was a good opportunity for them to take it to them.
Well, they've still got the position of Swansea as we come up to the half-an-hour mark here at Cardiff Arms Park.
Okay, time off. Time off. Okay, both front rows come here, please. Both front rows come here. Yeah, come here. Tom, come here, please.
Bit of a schoolboy telling off now.
Okay, we have to have a change of behaviour because this can't continue throughout the match. Okay? When we set, before the set, it must be stable and balanced. That's the issue, both sides. If it continues, you know what will happen. Okay? We can both scrum as your Premiership teams. Let's get on with it. Thank you.
I think that's the referee equivalent of the old teaching telling off. I'm not angry. I'm not
just
annoyed.
Disappointed.
I'm very disappointed in you. I think it's the referee's equivalent of that.
He's really clear in his communication, and you can't ask much more from a ref. So as long as just both sides listen now, we just keep a tidy scrum.
Yeah, Dewi Phillips very experienced at this level.
Bind!
So will Swansea go for a drive at this scrum?
Okay, any advantage.
Down again, but they'll allow Aberfield to play it. Penalty coming as well. Here's Fish. What's he spotted? Little dink and dare from Fish.
Play on,
pinball
Okay,
stuff
no
at the moment,
advantage.
and they will come back for the Cardiff penalty.
Number 1.
Thing is with Dan Fish, if you give him the ball, he's going to find the space, and it did bounce lovely into the hands there, but it's the miracle out the back door pass that doesn't quite pay off.
Yeah, Alex Mann out of the catch flap.
What was the penalty for? Okay.
Dan Fish's left foot does the business. I mentioned it was honed at St Albans. I should give a shout out to Glamorgan Wanderers as well. Spent time there when he was just making his way in the game, the Wanderers. But St Albans very much his parent club. Ellis Thomas tidies up at the back for Cardiff.
Use it! Back feet. Okay.
Haberfield goes aerial.
Competition's good, play up.
Tom Sloan, not offside. Oh, he was offside.
Okay, not gone.
It's just one of those things, when the ball lands in your hand, you're going to run forward with it. You're not really thinking about could you be offside. But it was a great competition in the air.
Yeah, he seemed to blow quite late, didn't he? I thought it came off the Cardiff player initially. But there we are. Yeah, it's almost instinct, isn't it? It reminds you of the Ken Owens in the third test against New Zealand for the Lions.
Yeah,
where he
kind of caught the ball, let it go,
right,
panicked a bit,
There's Ben Burnell. And this is quite a rare excursion down into Swansea territory for Cardiff in the last 20 minutes or so. But they do have the 12-0 lead, of course. Kean Jones. The hooker. A little flash and dash from Harvey James. James gets right the way through if he finds support. And that's a terrific try. Fashioned by Harvey James. And finished by... finished by Aaron Pinches. Fashioned by, first of all, Evan Lloyd on the drive.
Pinches, just relay that back in terms of...
And there he is, Dowie Cross, try scorer already.
Yeah, it's this side as well.
And the experienced Pinches goes over under the sticks.
20 seconds.
You know, we talked about it earlier, taking their opportunities when they get in the 22, but what Cardiff's been to do is when they break the line, support floods through, so they've got options on both sides, and that's really hard to defend.
You can, as long as it's constructive.
Yeah, there is Dowie Cross. Flash and dash.
It's both, the onus is on you now, yeah?
Aaron Pinches, the 35-year-old former Merthyr man, gets over. And you'd have to say,
I take that on board as long as you make sure you're
against the run of play.
Yeah, you know, like it was all Swansea really. They were, really putting a lot of pressure on Cardiff, but it just proves that, that Cardiff are an experienced side and that they do have that confidence to kind of deal with that pressure and still perform and get over the whitewash.
And they're down to 14 as well, so Cardiff showing their champions quality there. As Haberfield swings it away again.
Tackle out, release!
No. Back feet. Taken back. Taken back.
Gareth Rees with a good take. That's the Cardiff 10-metre line. Swansea give it some width.
Back down, hands!
Garen Williams again. So once again, that first up tackling by the Blue and Blacks is pretty sound.
think Swansea just need to get their heads down and, you know, really build that momentum. So I think at the minute they're kind of just going from side to side. They're not really getting anywhere. And that's credit to the Cardiff defence. But from a Swansea perspective, they'll really need to start sticking their heads down and trying some new things.
Nice touch finder from Ben Burnell. Relieves the pressure for Cardiff.
Ball still live. Thank you, Greg.
Ben Burnell there made his debut for Cardiff Rugby, the pro side, last Friday against Bristol Bears. Still only 19, product of the Llantwit Vardra club near Pontypridd. Once again, the radar is off for Garen Williams.
Yeah, he'll be really disappointed there. It feels like every opportunity that something seems to be going wrong at the line out, and I think that's something that they're really going to have to, you know, fix in the second half.
My AR has a good profile. It must be better. Thank you. Good pictures and a good profile.
1 minute left on the yellow card.
Yep.
Just put it in. Let's go and do it. Yeah, seconds. Wheel go off. Happy head off. Yeah. Tight.
Crouch.
Slips.
Tight. Set.
Keep it on, keep it on, keep it on, keep it on.
Let's use it then, please.
So steady scrum this time for the Blue and Blacks. Aberfield away to Burnell. Cut out pass. Here's Fish. Fly paper hands from the fullback.
Stay, Swansea. Good.
And there he is back in the pocket again. A touch of the mark rings there from Dan Fish. Burnell. Scott Andrews. No knock on, says Dowie Phillips. Aberfield once more. Lovely and quick for the scrum half. Cut out pass again by Burnell, finds Dowie cross. Ball just running out though over the touchline.
Thank you, Gath. A couple of minutes, yeah.
These in the Tale of Two Cities clash, these two teams have met 327 times since they first started playing each other in the 18th century.
I'll give you time to drop.
Cardiff have won 170, Swansea 126, and there's been 30 draws.
Backwards off right, Prem.
Of course, Cardiff are on some run, 11 league wins on the trot, going back to the end of last season. So they're not champions for nothing, and they're not leaders of the league at the moment for nothing. As Harvey Nash takes the aerial route. There's Dowie cross again, makes it up to the 10-metre line. Fish at 10.
Which colour, please?
Burnell at 13. What's he spotted? Lovely pass inside. And Cardiff are going to romp away here for a fourth try, a bonus point try. Joe Gook trialled before half-time. I think it's going to be checked.
Okay. My on-field decision is a try. Yeah. But Greg, can we check I think the pass from, it was 2:13 it was, around the 22-metre line. Can you just check that for me?
Okay, I've got you. Okay.
So we're going to the TMO here.
Okay.
Deal with the try first.
We'll do the try first.
There's Burnell. Initial break, half break was by him.
Okay.
Bakua. And there was Goodchild on the wide outside. It was very simple in the end for Cardiff once Burnell had made that initial bust.
Okay, Dowie, we've got a forward pass by Cardiff outside half on the 10-metre line.
Okay.
And we are going to come back
pass there, yeah? Can you show
for
it?
the Ben Burnell pass.
bear with us.
Thank you, Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's clearly forward.
Clearly
okay.
forward, as the ref
Okay,
says.
so we've also got foul play flag. Okay.
So we need to have a look at the actions of white 6 on the 10-metre line.
Yep.
Okay. There was contact with the head
Yep.
by his arm. We need to have a look at the
Greg, did you get that from Stu? Okay. So I think it's on the halfway line.
It's about 10-metre line.
So we've got potential foul play, head contact from white 6. Okay, Tom, let me explain. So we've got. Wait a second.
Oh, sorry.
Wondering whether David Francis was a bit high. The touch judge's flag is in there, you can see.
Yeah, can you play that again, please, please, Greg?
Yeah, we'll have a look at that again.
I've got nothing there so far. For me, he's clearly missed him. Can you see another angle? So can you give that first angle again, please, Greg?
Stand side, is it?
Yeah, from here, I believe.
Dowie cross. And whether he just gets caught on the neck there by David Francis, the Swansea blindsider.
So you've got the Cardiff player falling, yes. Yeah. And 6 white comes in and leans in, and contact is made.
Can you play that once more for me? At the moment, I've got nothing. For me, it's a rugby collision. So, yeah, he's falling. For me, there's no swinging arm there. I believe he's falling down.
For me, it's he's mistaken the drop.
There's no swinging arm from me from white 6. So I think that's just a rugby collision to play on.
I agree with that, Dewi.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So no foul play. We'll come back from the forward pass. Back here. Okay. Yep.
So I think sensible decision there by Dowie Phillips.
He's falling down, and it's just a rugby collision.
Well, that's what we're going to come back for, the forward pass from Burnell.
So are we here? Yep.
So Swansea get a let off.
Tell me to line off back here. Sorry, boys. Apologies. Boys, come with me. It's back here. Thank you. 10 metres infield from the 15, yeah? So where I'm heading towards now, yeah? Out here?
Go on, you set up, let's go. Come on. Is this the last play? Yes, Baba.
Okay, back here. Sorry, come to you. We'll get there eventually. There we are, thank you.
Come on,
can I just check? Time, Greg? 1 minute 20 to go, okay.
So can Swansea use this ball to get down there and perhaps launch one more assault on the Cardiff line before half-time? They had plenty of possession and lots of territory, the Whites, but it's been the finishing that's been their Achilles heel. No such problems for Cardiff. Scored 3 very good tries, very incisive tries. Nash, Popham. Chip kick, but Dowie Cross read it well. And he's looking for space now, the wing. Burnell. Andrews, happy to be out in the centre there. Burnell again.
Backwards, backwards.
Cardiff have recovered from that, and this man Cross again. He's got a bit of space on this left-hand side. Back goes Gareth Rees. Awkward bounce to the full-back, but he did well to recover.
Look down, lads!
Swansea do get a penalty.
Yeah. No, the second play, not you. Straight off his feet. No, not 7, I think it was 11. Is that it, Greg?
Harvey Nash.
It's 5 seconds. So you've got to tap it and kick it off.
Kick off now, is that time?
Yes, that's time. Yeah.
does the necessary, and Swansea settle for a 19-point deficit at half-time. 3 tries for Cardiff, Dowie cross. Tom Haberfield and Aaron Pinches. Just Ben Burnell improved 2 of them. Swansea huffed and puffed, but were found wanting in the red zone. There it is at half-time. Cardiff 19, Swansea 0.
Wel, fe roddodd Caerdydd ein marc ar y gêm yma yn gynnar iawn. Camgymeriad Abertawe yn agor y drws iddyn nhw a'r amseriad yn berffaith gan Dan Fish. Dewi Cross yn croesi am y cais cynta. Cross nawr wedi hawlio 4 cais yn ei 2 gêm diwetha. Natalia John, Rhys Patchell yn cadw cwmni fi. Natalia, dy sesiad di o'r 20 munud cynta na?
Wel, oedd yn edrych yn da i Abertawe i ddechrau de. Oedd lot o rygbi yn cael ei chwarae yn hanner Caerdydd, oherwydd oedd discipline Caerdydd yn eithaf wael ar y pwynt yna. Ond unwaith bod Abertawe yn agor sydd llinell, bod nhw ddim yn digon clinigol i mynd dros y llinell. So mae fe jyst yn siomedig fyna, ond i Gaerdydd, pob tro maen nhw'n torri'r llinell, mae support fyna i helpu nhw mynd dros y llinell.
A yn 5 munud, 10 munud gynta'r gêm, Rhys, o'ch chi'n meddwl gallai hon di fod yn noson hir i Abertawe?
Oedd Caerdydd yn drychir yn beryglus iawn, ond nhw, bob tro nhw'n symud y bêl, boes yn y Sianeli Llydan yn gallu gwneud lot o ddifrod, felly mae eisiau rhoi clod i Abertawe ffordd maen nhw wedi gallu naddu nôl mewn i'r gêm. Dyma y cais cynta. A really mae pawb jyst yn drychu mewn yn y bêl a boes Caerdydd yn dalai gwacter, neu dalai lle mas yn y gwacter ar y ymyrol yn fanna. Neis y sgwar, boes yn dod mewn, sy'n eisiau dod mewn fanna, Dan Fish yn neud y gwaith. Sydd yn drychu'n rhwydd i edrych yn rhwydd yn pen draw, achos mae wastad temptasiwn i dowli ffug bas fanna pan ti'n agos dy lein.
Dewi Cross yn rhedeg 17 milltir yr awr fi'n clywed, felly y vest yn rhoi'r ystadegau ni hyn. A wedyn Tom Haberfield, fewn munudau yn croesi, Joe Goodchild fi'n meddwl, fel cyllell yn torri'r amddiffyn, ond yn wneud i edrych yn hawdd.
Ie, ni'n sôn cyn y gêm bod rhaid i'r amddiffyniad fod yn gryf yma, ond mae'r mismatches y draws y cae i gyd, fel mewnwr, os bydd ti'n gweld ffod o blaen i ti, bydd ti'n mynd amdani, ond hefyd, wrth bod nhw torri'r llinell fel y fi'n dweud cyn, mae rhywun ar y ysgwyddau, so mae'n hawdd really just rhoi'r bêl a mynd dros y whitewash.
Mae'n edrych Rhys fel bod gymaint o opsiynau dyn nhw, unrhyw adeg maen nhw yn torri'r llinell.
Ie, mae hwnna'n rhywbeth oedd Griff Rhys wedi bod yn siarad lot yn biti, gyda'n y ffordd i gan Griff pan ni'n wario tîm Cymru dan ddeu naw, a mae fe'n licio roi digon opsiynau'r boes sydd yn trafod y bêl, fel bo ti'n gallu redeg dinan, ti'n gallu rhoi rhywun trwy bwlch neu beth bynnag, felly y cynifer o fwyaf o opsiynau ti'n gallu rhoi at pwy bynnag sydd ar y bêl, wel mae hwnna'n agor yr amddiffyn i ti dy hunan fyd, a lecyn ni weld Caerdydd yn dal ar bêl bach yn harach, pan maen nhw wedi cael y bêl, maen nhw'n drychu'n yn beryglus iawn, Ben Burnell yn toli bas mlaen fan'na'n anffodus, sgiliau gwych gan y prop pentyn fan hyn i doli pas na ffordd llaw chwyth, felly sy'n ni ddim os wel ni lot mwy o hynny yn yr ail hanner gan Caerdydd.
Ond mae'n gwirionedd ar ôl y foment yna, oedd e'n 12-0, Abertawe wedi dominyddu meddiant yr iogaeth, ond camgymeriadau costus yn o'i ar hygen Caerdydd, Natalia?
Ie, yn ymwedig yn y line-out, pob tro bod nhw'n cael rhyw fath o field position, a just falle yn mynd yn falle cymleth, falle bydd y bêl ddim yn mynd mewn yn syth, mae nhw'n colli'r cyfleoedd bach mae Caerdydd yn rhoi iddyn nhw. So yn wedig yn yr ail hanner nawr, os bydd nhw'n tacluso'r area fyna, pryd maen nhw yn cael yr opsiwn i fynd amdani, falle bydd nhw'n mwy llwyddiannus.
Ac yn sôn am yr opsiynau sydd gyda Caerdydd, enghraifft arall o hynny oedd cais Aaron Pinches.
Ie, mae'n drychu'r fel bo rhyw lawer mlaen fan hyn, Dewi Cross yn cymryd y bêl. Wal o amddiffynwyr roi flaen ond dangos y bêl unwaith eto fel nath y canolwr gynnau. A really mae hwnna'n gais bach yn rhy hawdd i Abertawe yn diwedd, ti'n becso braidd. Wy'n teimlo, wy'n becso braidd bydd Abertawe yn trio cwrs o'r gêm yna nawr yn mynd mewn i'r gwynt yn yr ail hanner. Dyn nhw ddim wedi cael unrhyw pwyntiau ar y bwrdd. Mae lot o diriogaeth wedi bod gyda nhw, mae lot o feddiant wedi bod gyda nhw lawr yn hanner Caerdydd.
Mae un gêm arall yn digwydd heno, Glenefwy wedi croesawu Quins Caerfyrddin. A mae'r sgôr yn union yr un peth, a beth yw e fan hyn, 19-0, dyma Morgan Richards yn sgorio ail gais Glenebwy, ac wrth gwrs os mae Glenebwy yn ennill y gêm yma, fydden nhw'n mynd yn gyfartal ar pwyntiau gyda Merthyr, ond mae angen sgorio 12 o geisiau os un nhw am neidio chi penne sy'n braidd yn uchelgeisiol. Ond ni yma yng nghysgod stadiwm y Principality heno ac wrth gwrs di Sadwn. Mi fydd trydydd gêm brawf Cymru yn cymryd lle yn y Stadiwm Genedlaethol yn erbyn Georgia a mae'r prif hyfforddwr Wyn Pivac wedi bod yn trafod y tîm.
Josh McLeod's a player that's been really unfortunate in the past. We've wanted to use him on a couple of occasions, so this is very much third time lucky for him. He covers the back row for a start. You know, he's played in all three positions. We know a lot about him. Coached him at the Scarlets. Brings a lot of energy, very strong over the ball, and in tandem with Jack Morgan, that hopefully will be a strong part of our game on the weekend. So, look, we're looking forward to seeing him go at this level and seeing the physicality that he will bring. Dav Jenkins is a young player that we've had an eye on for quite some time now. He's doing well for the under-20s, or he's done well with the under-20s, doing very well at Exeter. Talking to Rob Baxter, he's very happy with what he's been doing. He captained the side last week, so you know his leadership is valued there as well. And already just in camp for a very short time, he's picked everything up very quickly. And we're excited to see him go. You know, there's not many players like him in Wales, and you know, he's definitely a player for the future and one that we think this is the opportunity to have a quick look at him. We need to back up the performance against Argentina, be a lot more clinical with the ball. So for us, it's a matter of starting well. Last time out, or the last two matches, we've gifted the opposition points early. So discipline early on is going to be important as well.
Swnio fel oedd bach lanwyd y Wyn Pivac, felly bod hyn teimlo'r oerni yn ogystal. Ond dyma'r tîm i chi, chwe newid o'r gêm na yn erbyn yr Ariannin. Lewis Rhys-Amet yn parhau fel cefnwr. Fel nath Wyn Pivac sôn, mae Josh McLeod yn ennill i gap cynta fel wythwr. Jack Morgan, Justin Tipperick yn ymuno â fe yn y rhengol. Dim lle yn y garfan i Alun Jones gyda Ben Carter yn cymryd lle Will Rowland sydd wedi ei anafu. A na i ddod i ti, Rhys, ar Josh McLeod. Mae'n dechrau fel wythwr, ond Wyn di gweud bod falle rhifer crysau ddim yn i boeni e. Gobeithio welwn ni fe o'r diwedd yn ennill i gap.
Ie, fydde neis yn fydde fe, yn anffodus iawn tro diwetha gyda'r anaf gath e. Pan ddechreuais i lawr yn y Scarlets, gosh, rhyw 7 mlynedd yn ôl, erbyn hyn, wythwr oedd Josh McLeod yn chwarae. A fi'n cofio siarad gyda Sam Warburton ar ôl un o'r gemau, fel, gosh, mae fe'n really impressive, mae fe'n gorfforol, mae fe'n fawr, mae fe'n athletic. So ie, fi'n gobeithio geith y cyfle i ddangos yr holl doniau corfforol yna sydd gyda fe. Geith y gêm dda, a bod e'n llawn heifi cael gêm da, cyn hyd mae wedi goffod aros ar gyfer y cyfle yma. Ac yn dy safle di, mae David Jenkins i ymuno ar garfan o Garwysg. Oedd e'n gapten i Garwysg pan wythnos diwetha. Mae wedi bod yn dipyn o wythnos iddo fe. Gwr ifanc. Sori, wythnos masif. Ti'n modd i fod yn capten mor ifanc yn ymwedig yn competition fel yr Gaelig y Prem. So, ti'n modd, mae lot o bobl brofiadol o gwmpas i fe yn y garfan, hyd yn oed os mae wedi dod mewn yn hwyr. So bydd yn gallu gofyn i lot o bobl megas Alun Wyn. So bydd just rhaid y fe nawr, cymryd mantais o'r cyfle, really, i mynd amdani. Challenge i ddysgu, chymod sut maen nhw'n rhedeg y lein o fewn wythnos, ydw e? Wel, mae pob amser yn challenge i ddysgu unrhyw line-out, ond eto, mae pobl o gwmpas iddo fe yn helpu fe, oherwydd maen nhw eisiau y tîm i lwyddo, so gobeithio bydd e jyst yn mynd amdani ac yn ddangos ni beth mae'n gallu gwneud yn Crys Coch. A beth ti'n neud, Rhys, o Lewis Rhys-Amet fel cefnwr halfpenny ar y fainc? Ie, braf gweld i halfpenny nôl yn ffit. Fel ffrind, mae'n bwysig iawn i fi bod e'n nôl yn ffit a bod e'n gallu dangos beth mae fe'n gallu gwneud ar y cael ran Lewis Rhys-Amet. Welwn ni rhywfaint ohono fe'n dod reit ar ddechrau'r gêm wythnos diwetha, gath ei gyfle i bylchu ar ôl i'r Ariannin cico bach yn rhy hir. Gobeithio welwn ni bach mwy ohono fe yr wythnos hyn yn gwrth ymosod. A mi fydd i'ch bwyntiau ar esbrec i chi o'r gêm yna am hanner awr wedi 8. Ac, wel, maen nhw wedi bod yn brysur yn paratoi ar gyfer y gêm yma, ond fe ffeindio nhw amser i ffarwelio a thîm Cymru bore dimarth. Gareth Bale a Rob Page a'r garfan i gyd yn gadael i fynd i Qatar a'r garfan yn dangos ei dymuniadau gorau. Rhys, fydden nhw falle'n ffrindiau, fydden nhw'n nabod i gilydd yn dda, falle'n ffrindiau dy rai o'r boes bwyldroed? Fydde ambell un yn nabod i gilydd. Ar y cyfan, maen nhw'n cadw'r ddoi garfan ar wahân pan mo'r ddoi ni'n gwaros yng ngwesty'r Fro. Felly, chi'n gweld eich gilydd o bryd i'w gilydd, ond dim yn best mates, dim yn mynd i'r bar i gael peint o un o'r boes.
am y tîm Cymru yn Qatar, am y tîm S4C yn Qatar hefyd. Fedrwch chi ddilyn Cymru yng nghwpan y byd trwy gydol y gystadleuaeth. Mae tîm Rob Page yn dechrau ei hymgyrch yn erbyn yr Unol Daleithiau nos Lun a wedyn yn herio Iran a Lloegr. Ac yn sôn am cwpan y byd, wel mae sawl cwpan y byd i fod. Ni wedi gweld cwpan byd menywod, cwpan byd rygbi'r gyngrair, cwpan byd criced, ond ni'n mynd i ganolbwyntio ar Seland Newydd. A sut ti'n adlewyrchu ar be gyflawnoch chi mas yna, Natalia?
Oedd e'n cyfle gwych i ni ddangos faint bod ni wedi datblygu dros y blwyddyn diwethaf. Ti'n modd, nothing happens overnight, so bydd yn cymryd spel bach i ni gystadlu yn erbyn tîmoedd yn megis Seland Newydd a Lloegr. Ond i ni fel tîm bod ni'n eithaf hapus, dwi'n meddwl mae lle i ddwella yn pob tîm. Ond fel sgwad ni wedi fod yn agosad at ei gilydd a hefyd bod ni wedi dangos ar y cae bod ni'n gallu ymdopi da'r pwysau a rai adegau. Mae jyst rhaid ni dod yn fwy consistent. A ni wedi gweld chi, o ti'n sôn bod chi wedi dod yn agos fel grŵp. Mae clip bach o chi'n canu yn chwarae gitar, Ti Gwen Crab, Cara Hope. Mae'n ymddangos fod yr atgofion oddi ar y cae mor amlwg a reini ar y cae. Ie, yn sicr. Mae jyst yn siawns i ni, herwydd mae pawb dy gilydd, mae jyst yn siawns i ni, really, i jyst sicrhau bod pawb yn dod agosach a rwy'n gallu perfformio ar y cae. Pa mor gyflym fydd sylw nawr yn troi at chwe gwlad? Falle mae misoedd nesaf, falle 2-3 mis, bydd ni jyst yn ffocysu ar clwb ac efallai weithio ar anafiadau, os mae unrhyw fel pwyntiau ni weithio arno cyn bod ni'n dod nôl i'r garfan, ond wedyn yn syth wrth i'r blwyddyn newydd troi, sicrhau bod ni yn edrych ar chwe gwlad.
Cyn troi at y chwe gwlad, mae rhaid bod eich chafbwynt o ran cwpan y byd. Os un yn sefyll mas neu falle bod cwpl?
Na, mae un yn sefyll allan i fi. Pryd ni'n chwarae yn erbyn yr Alban yn ei di ennill y gêm, dwi jyst yn cofio gweld mam. Hi wedi teithio'r holl ffordd allan i weld fi, so nes i jyst redeg draw iddyn nhw a jyst rhoi cwtch fawr iddyn nhw. Oedd yn neis i cael nhw na. O'n nhw na am y gystadleuaeth i gyd? Am y pool stages o'n nhw na, jyst yn ddilyn, ond oedd grŵp enfawr o bobl wedi dod allan i ddilyn ni, ac yn ymwedig o fe'n hanner ffordd o gwmpas y byd. So, oedd yn gret i cael y support allan na. Cera ni mewn i'r sefyll newid ar ôl i Ciro Bevan selio'r fuddugoliaeth i chi ym munudau o'r gêm? Ni jyst yn mor falch. O'n ni jyst yn cofio sefyll ar y cae, jyst yn gwylio'r hun, setio lan ar y cic a jyst yn troi i ffwrdd yn mynd, please mynd drosodd. A wedyn wrth fi glywed y crowd mynd yn nuts. A fi'n gwybod oedd wedi mynd drosodd yn ei di ennill. So, oedd e'n ffab yn y changing rooms after, oedd pawb yn hapus bod falle ni wedi gwneud yn rili anodd ei hunain ni, ond bod ni'n hapus bod ni wedi dod i ffwrdd ar fuddugoliaeth. Wel, nôl i'r Indigo Prem a'r chwaraewyr yn cyrraedd y cae. There's English language commentary available with Natalia John and Phil Steele, ond mae Rhys Patchell nawr ar ei ffordd i ymuno Gowen Gwynedd yn y Gymraeg.
Thank you very much, Lauren. Welcome back to the English language commentary, wherever you are in the world, watching on the WRU website or the S4C Click channel or S4C YouTube channel. You're very welcome. Both sides on the field. There's Tom Sloan. I wonder what he had to say at half-time, the Swansea skipper. They didn't lack possession, and they certainly didn't lack position, but it was the finishing that did them. 3 times in the red zone they coughed up possession.
Ben, make sure you're on behind this line for me now, okay? Keep it behind you, okay? Thanks for it.
So we think that Cardiff have got the breeze advantage, although it is a bit of a swirler. Ben Bonnell chooses the left-hand side.
Who's it? Yes, inside.
No pen, Tony, no pen.
60.
Harvey Nash puts in an early touch finder.
Okay. Line is yours, Swansea, okay?
Thank you. Boys, we're using the line, right? On the line, back.
There's young Harvey Nash, 20 years of age, Ospreys Academy. Former Bridgend player last season. And here's a lovely break for Cardiff, and the pass just couldn't be held. It was Alan pinches his initial break. Joey Cross cursing himself.
Yeah, I think the alarm bells will be going there again for Swansea. You know, they're letting them through these soft tackles, letting Cardiff build momentum.
Oh, it's a try-scoring pass, and it'll be Joey Cross by name and nature there. Great run by Pinches. Very powerful centre, the former Merthyr man. Just the pound signs in Joey Cross's eyes.
Please.
James Richards is on for Cardiff, the former Bedworth man.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Who's it then?
Swansea try to run it out of defence. Dirksen that time.
Ruck now! Yep.
Good counter ruck from Cardiff, that'll give him possession. Sean Moore that time. Pinches does scrum half duty. Fish, Burnell. Hint of something on that left-hand side. Quick for Haberfield. Burnell again. Theo Bevacua.
Yeah, he's the last man down there. Not got an advantage.
And Swansea have ripped. No, they haven't. Went forward, says the referee. And an attacking scrum for Cardiff.
No advantage, come in.
What do you think the Swansea coach, Hugh Gustafsson, would have said at half-time, Natalia?
Pictures,
I think he would have had a few choice words, as we were saying earlier, with the coach killing points of the game in the first half. But, you know, they've had plenty of opportunities to score some points. They've just not been clinical enough. So it's going to be really important for them here to build their confidence into this half. You know, in the first few minutes, they were moving the ball quite well. You can see them trying to move the ball of contact from that main carrier because Cardiff are defending so well. So they just need to keep that up and keep trying different things.
Great attacking position for the Blue and Blacks. Big blind set, although they concede.
Second time your break foot has gone. It's on the set.
Against
second time.
Evan Daniel.
Second time break foot has gone.
And Popham does the necessary to that far side. Well, Mr. Phillips saying no doubt.
Yep.
All options, yeah.
Swansea line-out functions first up in the second half.
Okay, it's inside the 5, you come.
Gavin Williams. Now, they had a couple of good line-out drives in the first half.
One sideways. Scrum off. Next one we use.
Nash. Spilled, and Swansea get possession back. Tom Sloan. And now there might be something on this left-hand side for Swansea, although they go into strength.
More. Ball is available. Let it go. Ball is on the floor. Tackle out, release.
Sam Martin taking it up for Swansea. Dirksen acting as scrum half. David Francis over halfway. There's no change from that Cardiff defensive line though, as far as the Whites are concerned, and that was almost inevitable.
Time off. Okay, we've got a TMO referral. Okay. So Greg, I've got a penalty for 6. Locked
Alex
in on the
Mann.
ball. Oh, Ben.
Doing the necessary for
off.
Cardiff. Under 20s captain.
Can you tell me that again, please, Greg?
We've got a high tackle, 3 blue, on
Scott Andrews.
6 white on halfway line.
So it's a high tackle from 3 blue. Do you want me to check it, or are we happy to?
Yeah, I'm happy for a penalty.
Nothing more than a penalty?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a mark.
Okay, Tom? Let me explain. Tom, let me explain. Yeah, so there's a high tackle coming from the TMO against 3 blue on the halfway line. Just again now, yeah, in terms of the penalties. Thank you.
No, I think he almost realised what he'd done as soon as he'd done it.
We're about 2 metres to the right of that halfway mark, which is on halfway.
Where I am now, yeah.
Yeah, 2 metres and a metre to the Cardiff half.
And a metre inside the Cardiff half.
Go the other way
Yeah,
back
seatbelt tackle.
the touchline.
Penalty to Swansea.
Back to the other touchline and
Now
then into the Cardiff half.
Really drive this down into Cardiff territory. You see the wind there.
Thanks, Greg.
Just holding that ball up. Scott Andrews.
Yeah, they had good possession in the first half and were making gains with their kicks as they were with the wind, but now being against the wind is going to be a bit more of a challenge.
Shorten line out for Swansea, taken well. Down to Nash. Popham. Charlie Davis. Popham, Swansea looking to go wide. Dirksen. Bit of American football style blocking there.
It's not even marginal. Obstruction, not even marginal in front of the ball carrier. Taken out.
And Burnell spotted some space.
Keep a mark for you guys.
On that open side. And that's going to come to naught though by the look of it. And a wasted ball by Ben Burnell will come all the way back for a Swansea scrum.
Inside it is. Yeah.
Not quite sure what he was trying to do there, Ben Burnell.
I take a scrum.
Well, he's a young player, and I think as soon as he sees an opportunity to give something a go, you know, he's going to try it. And specifically, you know, where they are at the minute, they did have the space out wide, but maybe just put a bit too much heat on it.
There he is, Ben Burnell, hugely promising. Made his debut, as we were saying, in the first half. Made his debut for the Cardiff Pro team. Cardiff Rugby against Bristol Bears recently. Well, the first of many, you would hope.
Set.
Picked up the back by Charlie Davis. Nash was on the wraparound. And Swansea gets some forward momentum now.
No tackle.
Not forward, says the referee.
Hey up.
It's lost in the tackle though, and Cardiff have got a chance. And another kick overcooked.
I think Cardiff started this half really, really strong, but they seem to let Swansea get in their way slowly back in the game.
You would think that Swansea against the wind, to have any chance, they'd need to score next.
Yeah, definitely. You know, especially confidence-wise, I think they might be not quite backing themselves, but they have, you know, had a really, really good go forward in the first half. They just need to continue that, fix the little things, and definitely getting over next will be a massive benefit to them.
Change at scrum half for Cardiff. Joe Williams on for the skipper Tom Haberfield. It's been another try at Ebbw It's gone Ebbw Vale's way. So 2-score lead they have now over Carmarthen Quins.
Yeah, it's gone backwards.
Ebbw Vale in 5th, remember.
Tackle out 16. Release. Good. Be careful, 23.
And a bonus point win, but take them level on points with Merth, who are in 4th. So all to play at the Sinoglass Stadium, Eugene Cross Park. That's a 5th try for Ebbw Vale, we hear. So they have got the bonus point. Swansea getting a little bit of momentum going here.
Ball is available. Don't buy a penalty, please.
Tom Sloan, the skipper, almost makes it up to the 10-metre line.
Never on the ball.
Garen Williams.
No balls, watch out.
Tackle now!
David Francis. Popham. Burnell would come up dogleg in the defensive line, but it did the trick. Swansea had to go back inside, and Popham only as far as Dan Fish. Takes a ricochet, Cardiff line out. All a little bit untidy there.
Use the line.
Yes, use the line, thank you. You here first.
Well, use the line, right?
Evan Daniel with the throw, finds his man.
Stay. Okay, he's through the line of touch. One out.
And that's an armchair ride for Evan Daniel at the back, and he's still going, crossing the halfway line. The young hooker. Another who played against Bristol Bears last Friday. Through by Goodchild.
Tackle now, tackle! Yep. Not yet, no.
Come again! I got ball, I got ball. What's your time, Prem?
And it's burgled by Nathan Hudd for Cardiff. To James Beale. Burnell with support. Lovely dummy by Burnell, and a step as well. He's beaten 4 men on a lovely scoring pass to James Beale, who was involved twice, the winger, but it was Burnell's lovely dummy and a sidestep that could have outfoxed MI5.
Okay, Greg.
Yes.
Although we are going to check it.
So my on-field decision is a try.
Yeah, so we got potential foul play prior to the try, okay?
By Cardiff?
By Cardiff.
Okay. Is it a formal review?
Yes, formal.
Okay. Do you want me to come to the screen?
Yes, please, yes.
Okay. Team up.
Here we go. This happens a lot in rugby these days. The referee makes his way to the screen. Not a big screen in this case, just the small screen, which is right the way down in the left-hand corner.
Yeah, it's such a shame because it was such a well-built try by Cardiff, and to have something, you know, be pulled back like quite, you know, a few phases before.
Ball from Cardiff.
Yep.
It's ready for you. And the actions, I'm not sure on the Cardiff player, but the actions on the Swansea hooker.
Okay. So we're looking at player on the left here.
Yeah, that's right. Can you see him? I haven't got a number yet.
We're looking at the Swansea hooker.
This is 19, I believe it is.
That's James Richards, I think.
Yeah, I don't think there was any need for that. They had really good go forward in the maul. There's, you know, it's just a silly thing to do.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, the maul was probably Cardiff's best of the night. They drove a good 15 metres from that. And then,
so, okay.
Yeah, James Richards on...
Let's go through the...
Garen Williams.
The foul play framework.
He could be in trouble here.
Definitely got head contact here, yep. Completely different to the last incident.
Yeah, I don't think there's any mitigation there. You know, I think he knew exactly what he was doing. You know, trying to get one over on the opposition, but just not in the correct way.
And we say every time, it's not intent, it's outcome.
For me, there's a high level of danger in that. I'm not seeing any mitigation whatsoever there. It is avoidable. For me, it's highly reckless. So there's no mitigation. I'm seeing nothing else than a red card here.
Have a look at the speed of the maul.
So it looks like a red from
so
Dowie
the
Phillips.
maul is going and he's lifted his arm up, yes?
Okay, so are we saying, are you telling me you believe it's gone chest then up rather than direct to the head? Is that what you're saying?
Here we are. Have a look at real time, okay?
Yeah, let's show it in real time for me then. Let's get this right, guys.
What are you going there,
I'm not seeing
Natalia?
any mitigation there, Greg.
Yeah, for me, I just think it's really needless. And like in the game today, there's such a massive focus on preventing concussions, and something as silly as that could give someone a concussion. Like regardless of if you intended it or not, I think he knew what he was doing.
It's a swinging arm.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah, that to me is direct to the neck. It's a swinging arm. He's clearly.
Well, I don't think you can argue with that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Do you want it real time again to finish?
Yeah, just play one more time in real time and then...
If player safety
Boys,
is what we aim for in rugby, then that has got to be a red in my book. Yes, the hooker, Garen Williams, got up straight away. That's
yeah, okay.
That's not
Greg,
the point in my book.
I'm happy with my decision. Can you come back to me?
And as you said, Natalia,
can you give me
totally uncalled for.
So let's just go through the facts once more, boys. Okay, we've got head contact. It's direct head contact. There's definite foul play. It's a high level of danger. He's come from a distance. It's dynamic. It's not passive, and there's no mitigation there because it's highly reckless. So it's a red card. Yep. Can you get me a number? No, that's clear, Dan. No, there's no discussion. Yes.
19 blue.
19
blue.
Okay.
James Richards it is, the former Bedwas man who's going to get a red here.
19 blue, please.
Yeah, fair play for Dan Fish there trying to have a word with the ref, but you know, it's pretty clear in his mind that it was a really reckless action and it deserved to be punished.
Well, I think Dowie Phillips and the TMO have got it spot on there.
It's clear. 19. Yeah, I've got the right player. Yes, Greg. Yeah. Red card. Off you go, please. Yes, it's back here. It is, I believe. Yeah.
Ref, you ready? We're there. He's finding the spot.
Greg, are we on the right spot? Okay. We've been seeing a 10 and a 15, the halfway mark, yeah? So where I am now.
Yeah, I think when he looks back on this game, I think he'd be quite disappointed, you know, because I thought, you know, he'd made quite a big impact. He was quite physical around the park and he was really giving us good go forward. But again, there's just no room for that in the game anymore. And well, his game's up now.
And Swansea, with just under half an hour to go, have got a 14-man Cardiff to battle against now. And they might just feel they've got a bit of a sniff now, the Whites.
Yeah, they didn't quite take advantage of the yellow card in the first half, but hopefully now with the red card and a few tired bodies out there for Cardiff, they'll have a bit more of an opportunity.
They'll take the line out at the second attempt. Popham. It's a Cardiff 10-metre line. Swansea gets some go forward and break that gain line. Garen Williams will have a go. Nash to Sam Martin. Popham driving the ball down to...
Yeah, if you can get them on for me.
Just outside the Cardiff 22.
Okay.
Again, like Swansea seem to be getting more success when they're moving the ball, but again, going side to side, kick it through and see if you can disrupt their line out with they have a second row down.
White 8, substitution, White 8.
This is from Abervale Carmarthen Quins, one of the Abervale tries.
White 1.
38-7 they lead Carmarthen Quins. Bonus point already in the bag. Ryan Davis. There he goes, away. That was a fifth for Abervale, so the bonus point in the bag, putting pressure on Merthyr, who are in fourth. They'll drive them, bring them level on points with Merthyr.
Okay, time is back on. Yep.
Games on the weekend: Llandovery against Bridgend and Newport against Pontypridd tomorrow night, and then RGC against Abervale on Saturday. I'll be there for BBC Radio Wales for that one. Looking forward to that. We've been to North Wales, RGC. Have you been to RGC to see a game? played there?
Yeah, I've played there and had my first cap against Scotland up there, and it was very cold. So I can imagine that it'd be very cold with the boys up there.
Let's go there, please. Let's go, Swansea.
They've had a good run of late, RGC, against Aberavon, who are in second. Always a great warm welcome there. Basic lineup for Swansea.
Double skin at the back, yep.
Just a silly penalty conceded by the White Set, crossing at the back of the line out.
I think that's been the story of the night, just some needless penalties and, you know, like maybe trying things too much, trying to give that offload pass, or maybe not quite giving it early enough because they're giving the show and go and trying to go themselves. So it's just, you know, it's just little things really that really let them down.
Yeah.
Freddie Barnes on for Scott Andrews at tight head. Freddie Barnes from Chinna, and came to Cardiff by Cardiff University in the Bucks League, the Bucks Super League.
Maul.
Taken by Cardiff. Evan Daniel at the back. That's another good drive by the Blue and Blacks. Nathan Hudd involved as well.
Yeah, I got in the report. Yeah.
Joe Williams
Penny advantage.
there, just encouraging the troops to keep the drive going. And that's not a bad drive for a 7-man pack. And they're still rumbling, Cardiff.
5 release it. Balls available. Keep a mark for you.
Joe Williams
Okay, new advantage.
gets his forwards running.
Right offside.
Burnell. Lovely cut-out pass, trying to find... Well, it did find Debbie Cross, but
Okay, we've got 2.
referee has blown.
It's forward there. We've got a penalty here for offsides or... Yeah, or back over there. Option?
Yeah, I think Swansea have to be careful here, and they've, you know, given a lot of penalties away on the bounce, and especially against the side that's had 2 cards already, the ref might be looking to even it up. So they just need to make sure that they kind of clean up this discipline, especially in this half of the game.
Ben, back here.
Cardiff are going to go for the jugular, going for the bonus point. They've had 2 tries ruled out, remember?
Okay, we got 2 injuries here.
Well, we have a few injuries. Just should mention the recent death in the last few days of John Ryan, who was a former coach of Cardiff and Newport in the 70s and 80s, coached Newport and Cardiff to cup final wins, and was also the Wales coach from 1988 to 1990. He's passed away recently, so condolences to John Buck Ryan's family, a great rugby man.
7 is moved, back feet.
And Cardiff take the line out. And he's really trying to shut this game out now as Freddie Barnes drives on.
Yeah, no, he's first man, play on, he's first man.
Spilled it though, and a chance for Swansea to come away. Freddie Chapman.
Back it.
Dirksen. He won't thank Popham for that pass, I wouldn't have thought.
Back.
Foul. No pens. No pens.
Who's it? Stay back, boys. Stay where you are, okay?
And Nash is left with no option than to find a basic touch finder into the wind.
Yeah, and I think that's decent in fairness from where he was, you know, and the pressure that they were under. They were only going backwards with every hit, so gives Swansea a chance to have a bit of a breather and recoup ready for the Cardiff lineup.
Teams practice playing with 14 men all the time, don't they? How much practice is done to play against 14 men? Does that go on much?
Yeah, okay, time is back on.
I think we always talk about what ifs and scenarios. I think all good teams do. But I think it's kind of with playing against 14 men, maybe a bit of complacency creeps in. You almost expect like you're going to get that next try. So maybe it's just remembering that you've got to do the basics right. And if you do those basics right, then you're going to get over that whitewash.
No.
Line out taken by Sean Moore. And this is another one of those rumbling, rumbustious drives for the Blue and Blacks. And that's another 15-metre job. Remember, they only have a 7-man forward pack at the moment. So that's some work by the Cardiff 7. Burnell.
Backwards, play on, backwards.
Pinches couldn't hold it, but it's gone backwards. Joe Williams, Dowie cross. Misses out Fish. Here's James Beale. Williams again.
Still advantage, okay.
Well, that's a lovely tackle by Sam Richards there. Like, that's what Swansea's been looking for all game, someone to put in those big hits.
Burnell. Barnes-Wallace pass. Picked up by Alex Mann. You just get the feeling that Cardiff fancy this one.
Take off.
And put the game out of sight.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about earlier. You know, Swansea are in their own half. There's already been 2 cards for Cardiff. You know, the ref will be looking to even it up. So it's just, we need to make sure that, like, if it's just a warning for Swansea, that they do just switch it on now and really change their behaviours.
I need you to have a word with the team. Otherwise, it leaves you with no options, okay? Number 5, side entry, the Molly glass.
Callum Bowden.
Here, yeah, back here.
Number 7.
Number 5.
Yeah, I think he's been brilliant defensively for Swansea, you know, putting in the hard yards, especially out in the wide channels. He's not afraid to, you know, tackle the likes of Dewi Cross, you know, so he's giving it a good go for them.
Ball.
Held at the back by Cardiff. And it's an easy one for Evan Daniel, the hooker. Armchair ride, pipe slippers and a decent bottle of red. And all he had to do was dot it down, fall over the try line. And that, I said it again, is some effort by the Cardiff 7. Not much you can do about that.
Yeah, you know, I'd be so happy as Steve Law watching that, you know, knowing how well their players are driving over the line, even with one player down. And when a team has that much momentum, you know, pulling it down could mean it could be a penalty try and a yellow card. So it's almost like letting it happen so you don't get that card, especially with so many warnings from the refs. So it's just getting behind the post now, recuperating and thinking about the next job.
That is, of course, the bonus point as well for Cardiff, as we watch Ben Burnell try to improve it. As we hit the hour mark here at the Arms Park.
That's right. Yep.
Conversion good from Burnell. 26 points to 0 for Cardiff. There's Evan Daniel.
Say again.
19 years of age.
Yeah, I think it is, eh?
Product of Treorchy Comprehensive School.
That's 19
and
to go,
the Run the Schools Do a Shield squad, which has done so much work for Cardiff Blues, Cardiff Rugby. The pathway over the years is Morgan Allen. Takes it and bounces off a few tackles and still going. The club skipper over halfway. That's a terrific drive by Allen. And it's quick for Joe Williams. Burnell. There's got to be something over on that left-hand side. Good tackle coming in, though, by Kieran Charles for Swansea. Something tells me Morgan Allen wasn't very happy about being left on the bench tonight.
No.
Yeah, you know, he's definitely coming on making an impact. You know, he's showing, you know, what he can do. And especially when you're running against the 9 and you're much bigger, I think it's a really good opportunity to be dominant. So, yeah, he's definitely showing that.
Son of Andy Allen, of course, of Newbridge and Newport and Wales fame in the 90s.
OK, time is back on then.
One of the characters of Gwent Rugby, Andy Allen. And his son is quite a character as well.
Evan, wish you inside the 15 for me now, OK? Yeah, thank you.
Liam Poppins off. Chris Morgans is on.
Nah. That's right. Nah, he's caught it there.
Lawrence got company.
I'm considering the wind. I'm giving you a little bit of leeway, but I can't give
We can go down to here. Lauren, having a chat.
Diolch o wain, y fforddwr amddiffyn Abertawe, Ben Lewis. Tro cyntaf ni siarad gyda un o'r fforddwr Abertawe heno. Be yw'r asesiad, Ben, o'r perfformiad mor belled?
Mae boys yn gweithio'n galed, ond yn anffodus mae heb wedi mynd ffordd ni heno. Yn anffodus ni wedi chwarae gormod yn y canol cae. Yn anffodus yn y hanner cyntaf ni heb wedi troi y pwysau mewn i pwyntau. Na beth rhaid ti'n neud rwy'n chwarae Caerdydd sydd top of the table a mae'n just galed iawn, nhw'n dda iawn.
Pa mor ystredig oedd yn mynd i'r egwyl yn waglaw a ti newid bod ar y cae nawr yn siarad i'r bachgen, beth yw'r neges 10 munud ar y cloc?
Wel, neges nawr i gael rhyw fath o balchder mas o'r gêm hyn. Ni'n goffo cael cais neu just troi y pwysau, y gwaith caled mae'r boys yn neud. Nhw yn gweithio'n galed, ond yn ffodus na'r ardal anghywir. Just y pas olaf neu y dewis olaf, y decision making, mae rhaid i gwella fe, ond gobeithio bod ni'n cael rhyw pwynt ar y fwrdd.
Ben, diolch yn fawr.
Diolch yn fawr.
Yeah, just letting us know that they didn't quite convert points in the first half, and that they are working hard, but it's just maybe not quite being clinical enough, and that that they should come away with a try hopefully in this half so they can take something from this game.
It's Cardiff on the ascendancy at the moment. The 7-man pack has certainly been galvanised almost by that sending off. And here he goes again, Evan Daniel, breaking off that maul. Has he got it down? Referee is calling for time off.
Oh, I think he had that down there. We've seen it before. When a team gets a red card, they almost step up because they have to, and they're really showing it in this half that Cardiff can deal with that pressure.
Decision here is a try. I've got ground in, but can you just check that he hasn't double places, so it is a momentum try?
We'll check it. Give us a minute.
Thank you. But on-field decision is a try, okay? Because we do have ground in. On-field decision is a try.
Checking for a double movement. He is allowed to place the ball once he's tackled.
No.
You're allowed to place the ball over the line.
A goal line drop out if
he doesn't move again. There is the back, Evan Daniel, spotting the gap.
What's your language? Do you want me to come over, Greg, or?
I'm happy that that's a try, Dewi.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, try awarded. Evan Daniel, a second for the hooker.
Yeah, I think that was just the momentum of the tackle taking him over there.
Good question, then.
And he's a difficult man to stop from that distance, certainly, Evan Daniel.
Greg?
Still only 19. There he goes. Yeah, momentum try. Here's Bernal trying out his 4th conversion of the evening.
Yeah, I think he's been electric this evening. You're never sure what he's going to do. He's always got options, and he's always given everything a go. And I think for such a young 10, he's got such a bright future ahead of him.
Okay,
that's the 33 go Cardiff. Yeah, and I can tell you, having had a few dealings with him, he's an absolute gentleman as well. Is young Ben Burnell. There's Dan Fish, done his job for tonight. He can go and prepare his lesson plans, coaching plans for tomorrow's session with the academy.
No rest for the wicked, eh?
Release now, no hands! Release!
There's damage limitation for Swansea now.
Take him back, boys.
Burnell. Beautifully done.
Tackle now.
So Jacob Lloyd's on for Dan Fish. 26-year-old former Aberravon player.
Get on.
We talked about Cardiff's driving play, driving maul game, and the several lovely tries they've scored, but you've also got to credit their defensive line as well, Natalia.
Yeah, definitely. You know, they fly up out of the line, all connected, and they're putting in some shots. So Swansea are constantly having to work off a back foot run, which is really hard to attack off consistently, especially when it gets later on into the game. There is that space out wide, but because of the pressure coming up from the first five in the line, Swansea aren't able to get the ball there.
It's Chris Morgan's got. He's nipped over halfway, the experienced 35-year-old. And once again, Swansea conceding at the breakdown. Well, this Cardiff pack seemed to have more dominance with 7 than they did with 8, for my money.
Play on, Ben. Yeah, are you captain about here? Okay.
Here's the Premiership table as it stands.
Ready? Let's go then. Let's kick
Cardiff
the touch,
going 6 points clear of
he's okay.
Aberafon, who are up at RGC on Saturday. Difficult one for the Wizards, that. 3:15 kickoff.
It's a long distance to travel as well.
Yep.
That's why I've booked 2 nights in a hotel. I'm taking my wife.
Oh, that's lovely.
Brownie points for that, eh?
Maybe a bottle of wine after the game.
Always a great welcome there, though, at RGC.
Let's go then, Cardiff.
Daniel with the throw. And Cardiff line out functioning, everything going hunky-dory for the Blue and Blacks. Morgan Allen.
What number side entry?
Ripping the ball away.
5 white.
Yeah, and here's what I was talking about. Too many penalties given away. Someone's got to go.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's Sam Martin.
Yeah, just changing his binds in the line out and swimming through. You know, if you keep one arm bound, you're allowed to fish with the other. But if you start moving each arm and disconnecting each time, it's an easy penalty for the ref.
Connor Tantum is on for Harvey Nash. Former Bridgend player, Wales under 18s cap, Tantum. And you get the feeling it'll be form an orderly cue from this ball, although the line out goes astray, so Cardiff won't get a chance this time. James Beale.
Stay, boys, stay. Oh, yeah, okay.
And Gareth Rees just with the butterfingers. Nothing going the Whites' way.
You know, those balls are always really tough to take. Just I think the easiest thing to do is kind of put your foot on it to stop it from having that little fumble. But
you're moving on for long ago.
Yeah, he'd be kicking himself for that one.
Tell you about it.
Done pretty well though tonight at the back for Swansea, Gareth Rees. And there's what you can see of the World Cup on S4C. Wales' first tournament since 1958. And they lost in the quarterfinals to a Pele-inspired Brazil. And they get it underway on Monday, 6 o'clock against the USA.
Set! Steady, steady, steady. Keep it up, work hard. Keep it up.
Here, this is very much Cardiff Arms Park 2022. Joe Williams, Burnell. There he goes again. Crosses. In no uncertain terms. How easy was that? Burnell's pass put Cross into space. And Swansea had no answer.
And I think that's what Cardiff have been so good at, is moving the ball and moving it quickly so that the defenders don't have a chance to react. But I don't think Hannah Dirksen will be too happy with his effort in the tackle there.
That's right. A bit of...
There he is, just breaking the tackle of Dirksen, and as soon as he saw the line, he just took the outside arc. Second try of the night for Dewi Cross.
9 to go there. It's all right.
They'll be happy in Pencoed Rugby Club with that one. Yeah. 2 tries for their prodigy. Ben Burnell, a 5th successful conversion for him. And Cardiff are up to 40. And I think as far as Swansea are concerned, it's wash my feet and call a priest now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a real shame that they haven't come away with a try, but Cardiff have just been too strong in all aspects of the game, and especially in watching them in attack, they're so clinical and so clean with what they want to do, so precise. So it's just trying to manage that, really, and I don't think Swansea have quite been able to do that tonight.
And do you think they've been galvanised by the sending off even?
Yeah, and you know, you've seen it before. As soon as a team gets a red card, it's almost everyone knows that they really have to step up, and especially in the forward pack, it's like there is no sending off. And yeah, I think Cardiff have performed really well under pressure.
Yeah, it's Cardiff ball.
Remember, it's the top 4 this season qualify for the playoffs. Cardiff are leading the lot at the moment. And that's exhibition stuff for Lynott, almost training ground stuff for the Blue and Blacks now. Evan Daniel, 2 tries for him.
You know, time and time again, Cardiff are making gain line, and it's just difficult to defend. It's just a shame they didn't finish off that one there.
Out to 5.
Yeah, and it's difficult to find a weakness in this Cardiff. So they've got a great blend of academy players and old heads. You know, if you looked at the original starting sheet, Tom Haberfield, Scott Andrews. You know, there's a lot of experience. Dan Fish to go with those youngsters. Aaron Pinches is in there.
Yeah, and I think it's a real credit to the coaching setup at Cardiff that they're able to integrate those young players and get them the experience that they need to perform, because it can be difficult sometimes being a young player and coming into these big sides, you know, especially if you've played at college level, and then these boys are a lot bigger and having to deal with that. But having the surrounding experience and giving the boys the opportunity to perform.
And once again, Cardiff get a turnover. Chipped by Aaron Pinches.
Off now, you're off your feet.
Connor Tantum gets it away for the Whites. 6 minutes to go at the Arms Park.
Chris, let me referee it, please.
Burnell back in the pocket. Into Dewi Cross, a man sniffing a hat-trick. Taking the long way round.
He's got such a great change of pace, and he's so strong in the carry, so he is really difficult to deal with out there.
Chip and nip is by Ben Burnell. Well played by Gareth Riso, the fullback. Play almost up to halfway for the Whites, and his quick ball as well. Callum Bowden.
Off now! I got Scoot!
Turnover again by Cardiff. Morgan Allen.
No, play on, knock on.
Matthew Jenkins knock on, referee playing advantage. Good refereeing there. Burnell. James Beale into Burnell. And this is going to be a lovely try for Jake Lloyd.
Okay.
Yeah, that was awesome. Just putting the ball through the hands, some simple stuff, holding the ball in two hands to make the defender think twice. And, you know, it's just, again, Swansea having momentum, and then as soon as the ball's turned over, Cardiff really pounce on it and take it to him.
So, what do we got? Against
White 15.
So explain it to me again.
On the last pass, instead of making an attempt to grasp, it's a clear shoulder.
Okay.
And he's gone into him.
So 15 white.
15 white, yeah.
Okay. 15 white. 15 white.
Clear call, excellent call, Elgan. I'm with you on
15
that.
white. So here, after the ball has been passed, you've clearly come in with no arm, it's a yellow card.
And insult to injury for the Whites, Gareth Rees.
Yeah, I think the boys are frustrated, and, you know, they're going to try anything at this point, and at this point in the game, the ref has had enough.
Oh, it was on Ben Bonnell, yeah.
Thank you much.
He went down like a badly packed parachute, didn't he, Ben Bonnell? Oh. Yeah, no arguments with that.
I think he's on the line here.
The hit was great. All he needed to do was wrap his arms and follow it through. But
great on field,
yeah, a silly thing to do.
But he's okay to take the conversion, Ben Bonnell. Bonnell just shaving the post, so it remains at 45-0.
Thank you.
Well, Natalia, you're going to pick us the man of the match?
Yeah, I think for me, he's been absolutely electric tonight. It's got to be Dewi Cross. You know, he's been everywhere. He's been an absolute threat. As soon as the ball gets to him, you don't know where he's going to go or what he's going to do, but, you know, he's got the pace to get around the outside and the physicality to break tackles.
There he is,
so
Dewi
I
Cross.
think 6 is back on, yeah? For the Bloods. Okay. Yeah, all good.
Yeah, he's been at the heart of everything virtually that Cardiff have done. Looking for work off his wing, hasn't stayed on his wing. Finished well. Oh, there goes Morgan Allen giving Swansea the don't argue. Burnell can Cardiff finish with a flourish.
Rock now!
Come, Benny.
Dirksen trying to get Swansea going late on.
Okay. Advantage over for the rock on. Tackle now for release.
Canton, Kean Jones. Chris Morgan's showing his experience. Dirksen.
Off now, off.
They've had absolutely no change at all from this Cardiff defensive line of the Whites.
Tackle, knees on the floor. Tackle.
Jenkins, long pass to no one in particular, and it's all gone a bit slovenly. And we'll have a scrum for the knock-on against Cardiff.
Okay.
Swansea back up to 14. That man's been in everything as well, Nathan Hood, open side. As Sam Martin comes back on for the Whites.
Come on! Five, no fun! Five, no fun!
Come on, let's go there, boys. Come on, let's get the ball.
Seconds! That's it, nice. Stay here, stay here.
Crouch!
So last play by the look of it.
Bind! Set!
Chantham goes to the blind side.
Okay. Advantage.
Advantage to Cardiff from the penalty,
okay.
And that'll just be about it.
Time, that's time if you want it.
Will Cardiff just play it though to go for one more try?
Yeah, if you tap it and kick it.
There we are, put out by Joe Williams. 7 tries for Cardiff, a comprehensive win for them. Dowie Cross, the winger, the man of the match, got 2. Evan Daniel, the hooker, got 2 as well. And there was one for Tom Haberfield, Aaron Pinches and Jacob Lloyd. Ben Bonnell converted 5 of them. There's the man of the match, Dowie Cross. But Cardiff's forwards turning the screw in the second half, despite being down to 14 men after the sending off of James Richards. And the champions showing why they're the champions and showing why they've now consolidated their lead at the top of the league. There they are, the final score at the Arms Park. Cardiff 45, Swansea 0.
Ie, dyna i chi fuddugoliaeth gyfforddus dros ben 7 cais. O'n i'n gwybod falle bod ger arall yn eu perfformiad nhw ar yr egol, wel o 2 neu 3, a falle nhw ddim hyd yn oed wedi cyrraedd eu potensial nhw heno, ond fi ddim ots gan Gaerdydd achos maen nhw ar frig y tabl a nawr wedi ymestyn y bwlch i chweffoint. A mae gêm mewn llaw gyda nhw wel, yn erbyn Llanymddyfri a Merthyr hefyd. A mae mwy o gemau i ddod dros y penwythnos. Mae 2 gêm heno. Y Glynau Ebwy wedi chwalu Cwins Caerfyrddin o 38 i 7. 2 gêm nos fory, Cysnewydd yn croesawu Pontypridd, Llanymddyfri yn herio Pen y Bont, a 1 gêm penalty sadwn i chi. Rygbi Gogledd Cymru yn erbyn Aberafan. Dyma'r gêm diwetha mis Tachwedd, ond mae 2 gêm cyffroes gyda ni ar eich cyfer mis Rhagfyr.
Yr Indigo Prem yn mis Rhagfyr.
Ar S4C. Aberafan yn erbyn
Caerdydd.
Llanymddyfri yn erbyn Aberafan. Rygbi Gogledd Cymru yn erbyn
Merthyr.
Yr Indigo Prem ar S4C.
Yeah, Steve Law, Prif Hyfforddwr Caerdydd yn ymuno ni nawr. Steve, you are the team to beat this year. 7 try abomination of Swansea. Give us your thoughts.
Happy with the result, loads of effort, but I just can't be happy with the standards, if I'm honest. You know, I thought the standards we performed today with the amount of errors and indiscipline just wasn't good enough. But look, the game's about winning, and we won. We got 5 points, but we'll have to be better than that.
Are you referring more so to the first half and just how much, I guess, fi'n meddwl yn Cymraeg now, I'm thinking in Welsh, how much possession and territory they had, you know, despite going 2 tries up?
Yeah, we piggy-banked them into that without indiscipline, but then also in the second half, it was just so much error, so much been going off the plan, and yeah, we just didn't play well. You know, we don't set goals, we try to set standards, and we're not happy with the standard.
No, that's entirely understandable. Obviously, a shorter training week this week leading into the game. Obviously, back to the regular training week. So the main work on, you'd say, from that moving forward?
Catching and passing, holding on to the ball, you know, being behind the back foot, not all the fundamental basics. It's a simple game. It's a bit more difficult now for the officials because the laws are a bit more complicated. But it's a simple game. You've got to do the basics well. I mean, you've got to have set piece, obviously, and things like that. But you just can't give as many penalties away, make as many errors, and expect to be in games against good sides.
Steve, thank you very much, and we'll let you go, and we'll bring man of the match, Dewi Cross, in. You can pass the mic to your player. Derry, look, Steve, mixed emotions from Steve there. Delighted with the win. He sort of referred to a sloppy performance, but not by you. Just sum up how delighted you are with your performance, not just today, but throughout the season.
I think I'm just enjoying rugby the most at this part of my career, so it's nice to just play with a smile on my face as well. Obviously there's a great bunch of boys there as well, new environment, but yeah, I'm enjoying my rugby at the minute.
And we'll have a quick look at your tries. There's been plenty of them this season, and Rhys Patchell, you were the man to hand him the award.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously in a lot of confidence. For one horrible second there, I thought Dan wasn't going to give me the ball, but you know, you went looking for it. You know, worked a bit off 9, came off your wing on a nice set play here. Just want the ball in your hands at the moment, I should suggest.
Yeah, well, I think that's always been my main mentality, is go looking for the ball and kind of work off the wing, because, you know, nights like this where it's windy, you don't really get much ball stood out on the wing, so yeah, that's the main part.
Yeah, and you got like 10 tries in 4 games. Like, how does that make you feel?
Well, that's what I said earlier. I'm like enjoying rugby. That's what I'm here for. But yeah.
Dewi, diolch yn fawr, go and join your teammates. Na i fyna hwn wrth y ti. Reit, wel, mae'n digon o rygbi ar eich cyfer chi dros y penwythnos. I'ch bwyntiau i ddechrau o Gêm Cymru nos Sadwrn, ond dyma beth sydd i ddod yn yr Indigo Prem. Ni'n cael hoi o bythefnos, mi fyddwn ni nôl ym mis Rhagfyr. Aberafan yn groesawu Caerdydd, fydd hynny'n dipyn o gêm a llan ymddyfru yn herio Aberafan yr wythnos ganlynol. A fel wedes i, i'ch bwyntiau Gêm Cymru yn erbyn Georgia nos Sadwrn. Pen y Bont yn croesawu'r Seintiau Newydd, digon o bildrod i chi ar y sianel genedlaethol dros yr wythnos nesaf. Ond y gêm fawr wrth gwrs, Cwpan y Byd, mae Cymru yna yn Qatar ac yn herio Unol Daleithiau America nos Lun. Y gig gyntaf am 7 o'r gloch, a mae'r rhaglen yn cychwyn am 6. A diolch yn fawr i chi, Natalia, damddangosiad gyntaf yr Indigo Prem. Nes i mwynhau?
Ie, gobeithio oedd e'n oce. Fi ddim yn siarad siwt gymaint, ond dwi'n mwynhau.
Oedd e'n fwy'n oce, a un positif, ni ddim wedi chwythu bant chwaith. Ond dyna ni 8 mlynedd ers i Abertawe, curo Caerdydd ar barc yr arfa. Fydde'n rhaid iddyn nhw aros. O ran Caerdydd, maen nhw ar garlam yn y gyngred eleni. Pwy sy'n mynd i gadw land yn nhw? Gewn ni weld dros wythnosau nesaf. Diolch am eich cwmni, nos da.